Okay, hi everybody. I'm here. I'm also trying to make coffee. Sorry, I'm trying to make coffee. Welcome, welcome. So, this is a Friday night, and it seems like everybody's trying to do their live right now. And I'm wondering how long I might be on. I'm hoping others will be here. So, let's see. Just me watching and hanging out. So, if I disappear off the screen when you come in, I'm just making coffee. Hey, Al. Hey, Nicole. Hey, humans. It's just three. DJ's got a live going. Somebody else I know has got a live going. Post my link up. I was trying to go and make coffee, but that's not happening. Well, it might happen. You'll just have a blank screen. So, did you get some sleep, Al? Nicole, did he get some sleep? Please tell me he slept. DJ's got his live going. I've got it running in the background. I told him I'd be there as support. I have it volume down on low so that way, you know, he'll get some credit for view hours. Come on, people. Please talk. Say, let me know who's here. Oh, yes, Al, my hero. Yay! I'm not up here by
Hi.
my lonesome. I'm like, please, no, I don't want to be up here by my lonesome. Hey, Jackie.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I went out and did some errands, and I got a package in the mail from Amazon. We were talking about movies, I think last week. I think it was last week. And uh-oh, what dropped?
Oh, that's Nicole dropping stuff on the floor. Nothing major.
Sounds like me. Hope it wasn't glass. And so I ordered two movies that I wanted to get, which was this one, 13th Warrior with Antonio Banderas.
Nice.
Awesome movie. And then the new Total Recall.
I like that. I
Yeah.
watched that. I watched that 2 or 3 times already. I did.
Yeah. Hey, Neil. Welcome, welcome. If Beth's with you. Hi, Beth. Elizabeth, yay! You caught my live. I'm usually in David Hood's custom shop. He does trucking and wood, and so that's how we met, was through his channel. Watching
Oh,
him on the road going from Missouri down to Texas, and then the next morning he'll be going back up to home. Oh,
running
good.
away. Nice.
Yeah, so he's got a nice set route. So he gets to come home like the next morning early and get to do chores or errands with the wife and things around the house. Elizabeth, meet Al, Nicole, Treasure Hunter if you don't know him, Jackie, all from different parts of YouTube that I follow. so it's
Hi
nice.
everyone. I can't see the chat at the moment, sorry, but
That's all
hi.
right. Yeah, Elizabeth said hi to everybody.
Nicole is in the chat, so she's pretty good with looking after stuff in the
If
chats.
if people want to drop their links, just type in peace, peace, baby.
Nice.
Yeah, and that way nobody has to drop anything. All the links are there. I'm sure Jackie is also over at Lazy Acre Homestead's live, and then DJ's live. So
Yeah.
bouncing all three.
What is enough for me at the moment?
Yeah, I've got here, and then I've got there, and then I got him behind, the other two behind, but I just peek over and see what's going on, and that's it.
Yeah.
Did you get your
This is,
any good sleep in, or did you stay up all day?
got a couple hours so far. I'm gonna go to bed in a while, and that'll be it for me for the night.
Passed out good. You deserve it. You did that 24 hours, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
stayed on the full 24 with.
Johnny.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
I stayed on the full 24 hours with Johnny, so he wasn't never there by himself except for when I went to the store.
good.
But
Yeah, I was
I
there
wasn't
till
gone
like
long.
yeah, I was there for a big chunk of the first. Well, the back end of the first, like the last 6 hours or whatever. No, whatever it was for the six, and then I came. That was when I got home,
You're
and
good.
then they switched over to the second, and then I caught it this morning. Hey, DJ, what happened? Did you end your live? Oh no, you're still there.
He's into two of them too, is
Yeah,
he?
he's doing a duel
Hey,
too.
DJ.
That's sweet.
It was quite an experience doing. Oh my god. It was quite an experience doing another 24-hour live.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
surprised because you did your own.
yeah, well, like I said, when I nominated Johnny, I said, he's good enough to do it, and it was a ways out, so it's not like it was
Right.
close to when I did it. So I said I'd stay up
Nobody
with him.
nominate me because I'll have nothing to say. And I'm going to be 59. This old lady can't stay up that late anymore.
Yeah, but Johnny took it like a champ. He stayed up for the whole thing, and he had a couple of rough spots there, but
Yeah, this
we got him
morning.
through it, and
Yeah. And then
and
his second part got taken down. Oh, like, oh
yeah, we
no.
were watching some videos, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden it was like, I don't have anybody watching me. Is why there's nobody watching? And then all of a sudden, oh, the stream is gone.
Yeah. And then I was waiting for part 3 to come up. Hey,
Yeah,
Rusty. So, yeah.
so hopefully he can get that sorted out to the point where that he can put up that video and
Yeah.
just cut
Rusty
out what needed to be cut out.
Rusty sent you a message. Rusty bet not broken. He goes, what the f, Al? You're laying down on everyone's live streams.
Rusty, I just finished a 24-hour live with Johnny. I haven't slept. I slept maybe a total of 3 hours in the past 36 hours now.
Yeah,
So
well,
yeah,
check
I
me out
am
for that
laying down.
message. He goes, just giving you a hard time, brother. Good to see you both.
Oh, I know. I know. I know. I don't care.
He can't see the
Really,
chat, Rusty, so I'm relaying.
I don't care.
Really close up, a close up. I don't give a
I
damn.
do not care.
That's funny.
I've been
Uh,
awake for a long time. I gotta edit up my videos. I didn't even do that today because I just had to go to sleep.
yeah, I relayed it, Rusty. I told him.
So that's a tomorrow thing now is my videos.
Yeah, I have a bunch of like shorts on here, and I still got to figure out how to edit. I don't know how to edit and put the shorts together because they're the same stuff, but they're like I did part of my room, then part of another room section, and another section that I just want to put together, which is like a minute video. And then I
Yeah.
have one where I live in Tallahassee, Florida, so it's they have a college row, and the whole street, the section is all college, and you go from one part to another, and you go through, and then there's the Seminoles stadium on the right. So I wanted to put that all into one video, saying this is College Town, and one of the areas of College Town in Tallahassee, because we have AMU, and then we have that. So, hey Rebecca, welcome, welcome, hun. Oh
Hi,
no, you have a
Rebecca.
chest cold. Oh, good. I'm glad you're feeling better.
That's good. She wasn't feeling very well the other day when she popped up on the line.
Yeah, I was talking to her a couple of days before that on DJ's live, and then DJ closed down, and we did what we did today with
Okay.
Jonesy. We were on air. I mean, we were talking off air, but still on StreamYard. Thank you, Rusty, for coming and showing some support. I really appreciate it. It's always nice. You guys are all a bunch of great people.
Yeah, when you're not complaining about me lying down.
I don't care. I don't care. And Rusty goes, Al's one of my favorite people on
I know
favorite
Rusty
people on
is
here.
Rusty is great.
Yeah. No, it's really sweet. I like it when you guys all come and show support my end. I try to
Yeah.
show the best I can with you guys, even though I don't have much to say on, you know.
Hey, you know what? I'm not always the most talkative person either.
Yeah, but you guys have skill. Like, you go hiking and stuff. I haven't hiked since I was ninth grade. Now that I'm disabled, I can't go hiking anymore. Or, how to start a fire by rubbing sticks together. Or using Vaseline and what is it? Vaseline? No, what is it? What did we use in
Cotton
high
balls.
school? No, not cotton.
Cotton
Yeah,
balls.
cotton balls, but it was all steel wool. Also steel wool for like
Steel wool on a battery.
yeah, eyeglasses in the
Um,
sun. Or but the glass, there's no more glass. It's all plastic.
Glasses don't work as good as they can, but they're not as good
Take
as some
forever.
stuff.
Yeah.
Um, what else? The two boards with a little bit of ash and a big piece of tissue, and you
Okay.
roll it, will catch fire. Um, there's a bunch of different ways to make fire.
Yeah. I mean, the last time I was camping, I
Lighters,
was like
matches,
15. So
ferro rods. You know, the thing Johnny was trying to do.
yeah,
Nicole said it was like watching episodes of Alone.
it's funny.
He
It's
says, "Is he
funny.
gonna burn his deck down?" I said, "No."
Yeah. It's
She
it's
said, "I
good
don't."
though.
She said, "I don't remember him using tinfoil on Alone to catch the lash from the bow trail."
Yeah.
I said, "No, that's where birch bark and stuff comes in."
Yeah. Up north we had a lot of birch trees, so that helped. Peeling. Even though I didn't want to peel any of the birch because birch is one of my favorite trees. Yeah.
Well, as long as you're only taking the loose stuff off the outer shell of the
Yeah.
birch, it's not hurting the tree. This is something that people got to realize. If I go into the woods and you're looking at my video and I'm pulling the bark off of a birch tree, the stuff I am taking is not hurting the tree.
Yeah. That's one thing I don't. I don't like
Yeah,
people that like sit there and carve off of it. With birch, it's easy because it's like a paper. It's like a thin film, and you
yeah.
can see it curls up and comes off. So that's the good thing about birch. That's another reason why I like it. Because when I was a kid, I would try to get a piece and try to see if I could straighten it out. Before it got
Use it
too
for a piece
dry.
of paper or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, but I mean, like it's just all about knowing and respecting nature and what's out there and using your skills properly.
Right.
It's different if you were stuck into something where you had to survive, then if I needed it, I'd probably strip a tree.
Yeah.
But I'd cut the whole tree down. I wouldn't just strip the tree and leave it there. I'd cut the tree down because I'd use the innards of the tree for other
Wood.
things, whether it's
Yeah.
firewood or building or whatnot.
Right. I was gonna
But
say what did we use too? Because we had to make a kit. I can remember this somewhat. We had to make a kit, and we used stick matches, and we dipped the heads in wax, so
Yep,
that way they would stay dry. And then
yep.
we would take the
Waterproof your
match,
matches.
yeah, and then we would take the match strike part of it on that's
Yep,
on the box, and we would glue it inside the cap, so that way we'd have it would be dry,
yep.
basically.
You have your matches and your striker all in the same thing. What
Yeah.
I used to do with that is, for emergency purposes, I have, it's a type of tape that they use on, oh gosh, it's used on like the electrical poles, the high wire electrical poles, and it's a
Mhm.
rubber. It's literally a rubberized tape. So I would put my matches and striker in a pill bottle, and then just wrap that around the top of the pill bottle. In essence, it's watertight, it's sealed, and it will literally last decades like that.
Okay.
And even if it's out in the weather, like if I threw it out on the ground, as
Mhm.
long as it didn't get stepped on,
It would
it
stay
would
sealed.
last probably 10 years just sitting there on the ground,
Right.
right? So I for emergency kits and stuff like that, I do up a bunch of little things like that, um, just cause you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Which was kind of cool to do. And then we had to get also because a lot of us hiked and we had brand new boots, so you had to get the. It's like some kind of a pad you put in the back of your heel. You stick it to the back of your heel, basically. And when your shoe rubs up against the back of
Mhm.
the heel, it rubs up against that, which doesn't lead to blisters for you. So we would buy like boxes of it and take it out of the boxes and then find like little holes to put in our backpacks and stuff, just so we would have it. And then some in plastic baggies too.
Yeah, you know what else works for that? Put a
So
piece of duct tape on your heel.
okay,
Like
that's good to know.
stick it right over your heel, right on the skin. Stick the duct tape there, and then when your shoe is moving and rubbing, it doesn't rub your skin. It's rubbing the duct tape.
I gotta tell that to my daughter because my daughter's got a pair of boots that she loves wearing, but she can't wear them anymore because they rub off the backside of one
And
of
they
her feet.
cut. Yeah, they
And
cut. It'll actually cut your foot.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she had a
Now,
blister that was huge. It's just
the
now
duct
stabbed
tape
over it.
can be a bit of a pain to get off sometimes, but it's a little bit of duct tape. It's on your heel.
Yeah, you just
Uh,
need like this much on the back where it hits.
yeah,
It's not like you're doing the whole back of your foot, so that's a good thing.
yeah. You know where it's gonna rub. You can stick it
Mhm.
right there. And you're fine.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but yeah, garbage bags are a must. I think in every kit, garbage bags and a Ziploc baggie.
yeah. I can remember we were doing that camping trip I was telling you about, and we all of us had nylon tents. And that whole week we were there, it just downpoured. I mean, downpoured. And you had to be careful not to touch the side or else forget it. Everything was wet. Well, everything was wet. And we had this big army tent that was for the mess hall, basically, for all of us that were there. And it was on ground. So it was like muddy on the ground. But at least we had a place to stay dry to eat our meal. And like the second to last day before we left, it started being sunny. So we were hanging our stuff out and we went hiking to go check out the Beaver Dam and Franconia Notch, the old man of the mountain before he lost his face. So we got to see all of that and Cannonball Mountain. And so it was just funny though because we all looked like drowned rats. We were taking our stuff home, and we had our raincoats on, we had our boots over the side, and we just looked like we got beat, but we had the best time ever. It was so much
Those are the
fun.
best memories, though, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, it
You,
was. It was
you
a great
go through
memory.
something. You go through something like that where you're sitting there, and at the time you're like, "This is miserable,"
Hmm.
and then afterwards you're looking back at it and you're saying, "What a good time we had."
Yeah, it was. It was a great. It was like ninth grade. So it was and I'm 59 now. So that's a long well, I'll be 59 next month, but that's a long time ago. And to go
Yeah.
camping and it was just and it stuck with me as one of my favorite times. Hi, Pokemon Forester. Welcome, welcome.
Hello. It
Yeah,
was like
so
me and one of my friends went up camping one time, and we didn't have a tent or anything. We just had a couple of blankets, a couple of sleeping bags, and
yeah,
we slept. We were going to camp. We were determined we are going to camp under the stars. And we lit a little fire, and we both laid down, one on this side, one on that side. And come 1 o'clock in the morning, we never had a piece of wood left. We were froze to death. We're up in the middle of the night trying to find wood to make a fire.
yeah,
But it was we didn't think of it at the time as being like it was uncomfortable, yes, but we didn't think of it at the time as being really bad because we weren't that far from our houses. If it was really bad, we could have just grabbed our stuff and went home. But
yeah.
we didn't. We stayed out there. And it was a good time, and we had a laugh.
Yeah, that was a total different state when it
And,
happened. Like I lived in Massachusetts, so it was up in New Hampshire where we went. And I'm telling you, if I can go back up that way again and do it all over again, I would.
yeah,
Elizabeth, thank you for coming. It was awesome. I hope I'm gonna try for Fridays, but it seems, excuse me, it seems like I run into everybody else's lives, so I might have to figure out a different time. I don't know. I'm still up in the air on that. But you have a beautiful evening, and I'll catch you on David's lives.
yeah.
Peace, girl.
It's not easy to plan when you're going to do your live streams because it seems
Yeah,
like no matter when you come in to do it, something pops up.
yeah, yeah. Because I had asked him like 2 days ago if he was gonna do one. He said no, and then I put mine up that night. See you, hun. I put mine up that night, and I was like, okay, this is cool. No, he's not gonna do it. I'll go on after Lazy's, 1 hour with Lazy Acres, and then I'll do my live. I'll just go on an hour early, and then all of a sudden there it was when I got up this morning. He was doing his live. So then Jackie goes, "Hey, did you know?" Oh no! Don't tell me it's not working.
What's not working? Nightbot?
Yeah, let me try the lower cap. Yeah, Nightbot's not working
That's gonna
now.
make a difference.
Yeah, I don't think it's case sensitive.
No, we learned that yesterday.
What is going on?
Some
All
lot of
right.
people have been having trouble with Nightbot lately, you know.
Sugar Shack. That's me swearing.
The
What was I gonna say?
language coming out of you, oh my god.
Well, this is I have it set for 18 and over, so some people don't like the swearing. Sometimes I'll say
You
Shiza. I'll go the
know,
Spanish. I'll go the German version. Here's
you
Rebecca's
ever
channel.
have you ever watched Jackie vlogs?
Yeah, from time to time.
If you're worried about language, don't go into Jackie's.
I'm not worried about language so much. It's just that I have a mixed group of people that watch, and I don't
Yeah.
want to offend anybody. So
Well,
I
this
tried.
is this is like when I was on my live there the other night. There was a comment made, and I was looking at the comment, and Nicole came to me. She said, "Should I take that one down?" I said, "Yes, because there's children in the room."
Yeah, that was pretty.
Right? I'm
Yeah,
not saying who made the comment or
No.
what the
And he
comment
didn't
was or
intend
anything,
to
but
intend
it
for it.
wasn't intended as a bad thing.
right.
It's just that there was some language in that in there, and it was for having, I think, 12-year-old. There was a 12-year-old in
Yeah,
watching, and
that's
I was
Dave's
like,
grandson.
yeah, no, take that comment down just because.
Yeah, you have to.
And
I mean, I don't want anybody to be, not come and hang out with me. If I say something I want to know, people tell me, slow down. That's why I try to use like Dag Nabbit, Sugar Shack, you know.
yeah.
We all know what that means.
Well, I think I said a couple of bad words once upon a time, and it took people by shock. They were like, "Oh, you said a bad word." It's like, yes, I do know the bad words. I just try never to say them.
Right. I always say don't tick me off because my Spaniard German side will both sides will come out. I can cuss. I can cuss right up there with the rest of them. It's
Yep.
just, don't tick me off. But it takes a lot to tick me off as well. I mean, I
Yeah.
build it and build it and build it until I get to the point of like I'm a volcano. It's like, and that's it, and then I'm
All of
back
a
to being
sudden, it's
normal again.
explosion
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's only happened to me 3 times that I've had that kind of explosion in my 58 years. So that tells you a lot. So I try not to have that kind of like trucker, drunken sailor, you know, trash mouth because I can't have it. So
No,
yeah,
no, it's all good.
yeah, good.
We need to open a room one day where do not come in this room unless you want to hear vulgarity.
Right.
And just let it
Exactly.
all out in the room.
Here's Al's channel if anybody wants to go and subscribe to his channel. He's awesome and his
Days.
wife
That
hangs out
sounds
in the
like
background.
a fun room to be in where we can all say what we want to say.
And Nicole said,
Nicole's
that sounds like a fun room we could be in where we could say everything we want to say. I said, yeah.
yeah, yeah, that would be nice. Either that or we do it off of
I mean,
StreamYard and we
YouTube.
just sit there and have a party behind the scenes.
Yeah.
6 of us.
Well, we'd only probably get 5 minutes before YouTube would
Yeah,
ban us.
YouTube would have the channels banned.
Yeah.
You, and you. You're gone.
No. Hey, we
Good
said it was 18 and above. It says
Mhm.
18 and above on my channel.
Good.
Yeah.
Everyone needs
And if
that.
you put in the description that it says there's like gonna be vulgar language and this, that, and everything else, and read this
Yeah.
disclaimer before you enter,
Yeah.
then that's
But they
not
don't
on
care.
us.
Right. But they don't care. They
They'll
still
still
do it.
ban your channel, but it's not
Yep.
on us.
Then you gotta sit there and fight it.
Yeah, it's not worth the headache.
No.
Just like I know some people were saying last night on Johnny's live, they were saying like their channel's gotten strikes and stuff like that because of some of their content because they use like the pew pews and stuff like this on their channel. And I'm like,
I'm not wondering if Johnny's.
I don't I don't use all of that stuff on my channel just because I don't want to run the risk of it.
I'm not
Right.
wondering if you had to go to the third one because your use of the word, you know,
No, that
grammar.
wouldn't. Yeah,
Because that
no.
was in part two.
I mentioned a DRU and
DRU, what's that?
you knows what I'm talking about, right?
Yep. Yep.
And I mentioned one of them by name on Johnny's, and Nicole was saying maybe that's why his thing got shut down. I said no, I don't think so because it was long after that when his thing got shut down. It was when we were watching someone else's channel.
Superman and Batman.
Yeah. Yep,
Yep.
and that's
Yep.
what got it shut down, I think.
Yeah. Because it was continuous.
Yeah, and he let it run right
But
from
too
start
long.
to finish.
Oh,
Yeah.
It
you all
wasn't
didn't talk in
just
between?
no, we were all just sitting down watching it
Oh,
because it was funny. As
you
it was
definitely don't
really
talk.
funny. So
Yeah. It wasn't. It had nothing to do with what Al had mentioned. It had to do with because everything was fine up until that point until he put that on.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
yeah. So
I mean, like they're pretty laxed with some stuff,
yeah.
but I mean, the way I see that, is if somebody has a YouTube channel up and you are watching it on your channel, aren't you just promoting that other channel?
Right. And then when that if that channel was in there with the live, then they can dispute it together and say I gave permission.
Yeah, right.
So
It's like doing the screen sharing and stuff. If
yeah.
say if I pulled up one of my videos and you wanted to show it or one of my shorts or something like that, and you got a strike or something like that, I'd go to YouTube and be like, hey, no,
Yeah.
I was
I shared
there.
from mine. That's right.
I shared that. You like that's like
Exactly.
anybody comes to me and like I wouldn't mind anybody using any of my videos for stuff that's going to help promote my channel.
Yeah.
What I don't like is these people that are out there that would hack into your account and lock you out of it. And then
Yeah.
they're using it for their own gain. No, it's my content. I created it. If you're going to
Right.
promote it for me, well and good. You might gain subscribers and everything because people are looking at it and saying, hey, look what he's doing for this guy.
Yep.
But don't
I
take
had.
my stuff and pretend it's your own.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you remember that show Utopia? It was
Yep,
like okay, they had one in Germany, they had one in the Netherlands and the U.S.
yep,
And I met a friend and he shared his VPN with me in Germany and got me hooked on it. And then it came to the U.S. and we watched it together in the U.S. and then Netherlands, and then they did a second one in the Netherlands. And I had started uh, um, a Facebook page with another person, and that person left, and I got somebody else to help me. Well, that person kicked me and everybody off of my own Facebook page. So I lost all my
well,
pictures, everything that I got from all the different utopias that I could never get back. The United States, where they did their utopia, the whole place burned down from the fires. And Cutthroat Kitchen or whatever it was had done some filming after Utopia had ended. They used the same area and everything was still in place. And then the fire happened. That was it. Al can't see chat, Mr. Scott. So just give you a heads up. And he likes your tat, by
oh,
the way.
thank you.
So
I'm I do my own tattoos, so I'm pretty well covered where I can reach. But I can't show
if
them
I didn't
all off
scar,
because it's inappropriate.
if I didn't scar, I was gonna do four tats. I was gonna
Yeah,
do a Scooby Doo because I love Scooby. I was gonna do Elmer holding Animal's leash, Animal with a choke collar. So that would have been
yeah,
the two together, and then Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp as
nice.
Jack Sparrow because he's my favorite character. Maybe a Mad Hatter also of him as Mad Hatter, but Jack Sparrow is like my big time favorite character of his. So if I
Yeah,
didn't scar, that's would have been my four tats.
nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
I know. Some people can scar up really easy with doing it, and it can leave a lot of bumps and ridges and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know what I could say to suggest that would stop that, other than a
It won't.
different tattoo artist.
Look at
And
my hand. See
oh
this?
gosh,
So mosquitoes and insects scar me. So
oh gosh,
I have
yeah.
really, and then I have back of my leg. I have two big wounds from my lymphedema cellulitis. So speaking of, I have to see a specialist this week. So I scar really, really bad.
Oh gosh,
Yeah, that's why I couldn't get one. Hey, sis.
you
I'm
need
glad
some
you
henna.
stopped in. I'm sorry.
You need some henna.
Some henna.
Yeah, you
The
know
um
what
the
henna
ink
is?
to draw. You know that one.
Yeah. You put it on and let it dry, and then you brush it off when it's dry, and then over time it gets darker and then it gets lighter.
That would be kind of cool. That would be my tattoo then, because then it doesn't scar. Ma'am,
No,
can I please
it just
have?
dyes its skin.
Yeah. But isn't henna just in a black dye, or they have multicolored henna colors?
Um, I think it's mostly just a brown and a black. I don't think you can get it really in colors.
That would have been a bummer.
Now they might have it now, but last time I looked at it, it was just like a brown and a black.
Yeah. So then I would have to. Okay, so Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow would be perfect as brown and black.
Yep,
That would work. Scooby Doo would work also as brown and black, if you think about it. The only
yep.
thing that would work would be Animal
The
and Elmo
Mad
because they're
Hatter.
red. Yeah, Mad Hatter, but he's got the red hair.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's
Yeah,
the one that might not work.
that one
Unless you
and
just
Elmo and Animal.
unless you
They,
just did them in because I could take them and draw them in just black and white.
mm.
So
Yeah, that's true too.
it would be like an outline,
Outline, yeah, the outline
black
of the
and white.
characters. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know what it is about him as Mad Hatter and Jack Sparrow, but it, there's just something about his character, how he comes out in those two characters.
yeah.
It's
But
just
that's
unbelievable.
like when Robert Downey Jr. was given up doing Iron Man,
Hmm.
and they were saying they're trying to look for someone to replace him as Iron Man. And I said the only other person that I could possibly see replacing him would have been Johnny Depp.
Mm.
But of course, Johnny Depp is getting up there too, so they'd only get probably one or two movies out of that, and then
Yeah, they're trying to get Johnny. My God, you just said his name and I forgot it. Robert Downey Jr. He's
yep,
trying to get Johnny Depp into Sherlock Holmes 3.
yeah,
Mm.
uh,
So
Did that
that would
work
be an
well?
awesome. As a bad guy, that would be
yeah,
so much fun to watch.
it will be.
I like Jude Law and him, and then Johnny Depp and my three favorite people right there. I'd be adding that to my collection because I have one
Or
and two.
the Johnny Depp trial?
Yeah. Did you watch the trial?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, and it's getting worse. It's getting worse with her.
It is
Mm.
It
freaking
is so
hysterical.
bad. Yeah, she's
She's
suing
trying to
everybody on YouTube.
she's trying to stall all the insurance and everything like that now, so that nothing gets paid out.
Yeah, and
That's
it just
you know what? You tried, you lost. Grow up and
So
she
Des, do
won't
you
grow
think
up.
no, she'd never grow up.
She
so
won't grow
Des,
up.
you think he's a lunatic too?
I'm sorry. Repeat that again.
She said, "Do you think she's a lunatic too?"
Oh, she's a total nut job.
Yeah.
Total.
The sad thing is, I
He did.
probably I probably ran into her one at one time or another because they filmed the Aquaman down here.
That's right.
The one
Yeah.
thing that I'm sad about is I never got to meet Jason.
Oh, I love Jason. I've
So
loved
do
him
I.
since I watched him on Ronin.
Yeah.
Ronin and Stargate Atlantis. That's where
Yep.
that was my favorite character in Atlantis. That's why I watched it.
Yeah.
It was because of him. And
And then he got.
I, I have an action figure this big of him from as
Oh
Aquaman
God.
and a pup
I'm not that
and
big of a fan, but I would
no,
have liked to meet
I
him.
don't have posters everywhere, but I mean I have that and I have
Not that
I
we can see anyway.
no, I don't really. But no, I do. I like Jason Momoa, but if I was gonna have him as a poster, it would have been as Ronan.
Yeah.
You know.
But I
So
liked him in Game of Thrones.
I never watched it.
Oh, you never? He played Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones. What a job he did on that.
Oh, I heard he was amazing, but I never watched because I didn't have HBO. So
Oh, I didn't. I don't have HBO either. I watch them online. You can
yeah,
watch them
no,
all online.
yeah. If it costs money, I can't. I don't.
Yeah. There's a few free websites you can go on and you can get them.
Let me see. I want to check something out. Hold on a second, because I have one on my. Hold on. Let's see.
I can tell you
Uh,
what the names are. I don't know if it will cause any problems for your live. I can put it in the chat, sure.
no, but
Mm.
no, I'm going right here. If it'll load up. Hold on a second. Let's see.
Because all of the seasons are on. They're all online. All of them.
It's on there. Season. Yep. Season 8, 6. I'm sorry, 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
What one?
Game of Thrones, the
Oh yeah,
original.
that's good.
But I don't think they're not all on there. But there is some seasons up there.
Yeah. In seasons one, two, I think in season three is when it really gets into his character in there.
Okay.
You don't really see him in season one at all, I don't think.
Yeah, I
But
don't think he
don't
was
like
in. I don't think he was in season 1 yet.
no. I think
He
it's
enjoyed the later.
two. I think it's season. I'm thinking it's season three before he comes in.
No kids convention. No. No, no, no. This is 18 and over.
Adults only, please.
Adults, please.
Yeah, I like. things come out of my head sometimes, and
Yeah.
stuff
Oh
come out of my
God.
mouth.
Right? Did you ever see Conan the Barbarian
I
with
did.
him? And yeah,
Yep. He
yeah,
did a fantastic job as
yeah,
that too. I was worried about that too when it first came out because I was a big fan of the Arnold Schwarzenegger doing it,
yeah,
the
yeah. Me
original
too.
Conan the
Yep,
Barbarian, and
yep.
I was thinking,
Conan the
oh my
Barbarian. Yep.
God, I hope they don't butcher this because they have a tendency to do that with remakes on the movies. They make them really, really bad. And
Okay, Mr. Scott. Hold on. Hey, score one for the big guy. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Nancy. Welcome.
hey, big guy.
I gotta fix Nightbot. I'm now pissed. But anyway, go back to your story. I want to hear it.
So I thought for sure they were going to butcher the story for
Mm-mm.
starters, and then I was thinking, okay, well, Jason Momoa is going to play Conan. I know how good of an actor he is, so he should do a really good job with the part. So I watched it, and I'm
Yeah,
glad I did because he did
yeah,
a really good job on
yeah. I did.
it.
I liked him. I felt. I don't know. It felt more intense. Like the other one was kind of like bubblegum, kind of. You know what I mean? Like Conan with Arnold Schwarzenegger was kind of like bubblegumish, whereas it
Yeah,
was more intense with Jason. And that's kind of like the remake of Total Recall. You
yeah,
know, I liked the first one, but I loved the second one.
yeah. The second
Yeah,
one was really, really good. I
yeah,
liked the idea of the first one where it was Earth and Mars.
yeah,
The second one was just Earth with, there was only two places left habitable on the planet. So, and
hmm
they did a really, really, really good job on that to show, like, this is the way it could be. Um, what was the other one I was just thinking of? It's not really a remake, but they did a prequel. Do you remember the movie The Thing?
yeah,
They did a prequel called Thing. Do you remember in the very beginning of the movie, The Thing, the helicopter come up and it was chasing the dog? The guys were chasing the dog, trying to kill the dog.
yeah.
Okay, this the remake that they did. Well, it's not a remake, but the prequel that they did gives you all the backstory.
Okay, to where
So
it
it
got
was
to.
yeah, it was the Norwegians or something that found the original spacecraft and how the dog became infected and all everything, and it they just did a fantastic job on
Yeah. Okay, I know what you're
it.
talking about. All right. Yeah, I think I saw that like a while ago. So it's
Mm,
like I've watched so many movies in between.
yeah, but it's
Go
it like
ahead.
the Thing movie. That's a 1980s, like early 80s, I think.
Long time ago.
Yeah, and so they just remade it like last year or something. They did the prequel to it, and when I saw it, because it popped up on my Netflix, I was like, oh wow, what's this? So I turned it on, and I was thinking it was the old one.
Right.
And when I turned it on, I was like, this is not the old movie.
Where did this come
Yeah.
from?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so me and Nicole ended up sitting down and watching it, and she really liked it too. So I said, well, maybe we'll watch the original one then, because now you got all the backstory, and the original one will make much more sense.
hmm You hated True Grit?
True Grit.
Yeah, it was the original was John Wayne was the original, right?
Yeah, that's
I forgot who's in the second one. I mean, yeah.
that's getting into the westerny stuff, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't watch a whole lot of westerny stuff.
There was one western that we watched on Netflix. What was that called? It was really, really good. Do you remember it?
I don't remember what it was called.
True
Oh,
Grit had Josh Brolin, Jeff Bridges, Matt Damon. It was a 2010.
That could have been it. That could have been the one we're thinking about.
Yeah, the other one was, if I remember correctly, was John Wayne back in 1969.
That- That's the old. Oh, you want to watch an old one that's good? Watch Quigley Down Under.
I've
If
seen
you
it.
like the Western, you
I've
seen
seen it
it?
a long time ago. Yeah,
Yeah,
long time. Like right when it came out on TV or whatever, got released to TVs. Yeah, I watched it a
yeah.
long time ago.
I
That was really cool.
I watched that before it got released on TV. My sister loved it, so she rented it when it was out and for rent on video cassettes.
Okay,
That's a word. That's the word that the young people don't understand. Video cassettes.
I
What's
know.
a video?
Video
What's a
cassette,
video?
VHS,
A what?
45s, 33s. They don't. They're like, huh? They don't know. What's vinyl?
What's
Vinyl
vinyl?
enclosed? No, it's a
Vinyl?
record.
Isn't that a shower curtain? Vinyl?
Vinyl in my car? No, not that kind of vinyl.
Vinyl seating? Vinyl
Yeah,
flooring? What's vinyl flooring?
yeah. It's still around, and believe it or
It
not, a lot of
is.
it's looking
Yeah.
really good too.
Yep. Oh, I know. I had some in my old house. So, when we were doing some remodeling,
Hmm.
we redid the bathroom with the vinyl flooring, and we did our porch with vinyl flooring because that's the two places where
Traffic.
you could get the water,
That
and the
too.
vinyl flooring. Vinyl flooring was, you know, nothing soaked through it.
Yeah. And they had some that made look. They had some that
Hey,
made it
Cliff.
You
look
want
like it
some
was wood.
Peaceful-Dez?
You know.
The one I bought looked like stone talling, and it was grooved, so
Hmm.
it actually looked like stone talling when it was down.
Yeah.
I had people ask me when they came in, they're like, "Did you tile the floors?" Like, no, that's vinyl flooring.
No, I have not
Coming up,
seen that one.
coming up.
Score one wants to know if we've seen Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man.
I think I did a long time ago. I think I did. I seen so many
I
movies
just
when I was
gave
younger. Funny, funny.
Yeah. I just gave away my VHS tape last year, no, a couple of years ago, to one of the birth mothers from the birth cottage. She got
Yeah,
50 of
you
my
were
movies.
telling me about that. I got a
Yeah.
little upset with you about
Yeah, I know all the Disney movies.
it.
The cases were in such bad shape, there was no way of, it was not,
Yeah, but
I mean,
even just the cassettes alone.
yeah.
Come on up.
But it
Come
was
on.
for a little one. She wanted to teach her little one what it was like for us growing up
Yeah.
watching VHS or, so they weren't going to do the DVDs with him.
Want to teach them what it was like for us growing up? Take away their cell phone, their computer, their
Well, he
internet.
was a
Here,
baby. He was like a
here.
baby or a toddler. Let's see.
Yeah.
Pocomoke says, "Hi Al, I hate to change the subject, but I checked out your channel and found the video concerning your found treasure. So interesting and so strange."
Oh, thank you. It is really interesting and really strange, and I really don't know where it came from or how it got here. I don't know if you've seen that, Des, but it's a metal and it's an ornamental piece by the looks of it, but it's a metal helmet with a glove gauntlet laid inside the helmet, and there's like a dragon on the top of it, but the dragon is missing the wings and head, and there's swords and that going up through the back of it, and a chain mace wrapped around it, and
Whoa,
it looks
medieval.
very medieval,
Sounds
like
medieval.
French English medieval, but there's no history of French or medieval English over here other than the only ones that I could think of would have been Knights Templar. Now it's in spots, it looks like it was pressed gold on it because it hasn't tarnished, it hasn't turned. It was in the ground for I don't know how long it was in the ground, but I
Are we
dug it
able
up.
to look up any like from England or Scotland or Ireland or Denmark or Norway, any
Tony
kind of
looked
information?
Tony Stonewolf
Hmm.
um Stonewolf Outdoors, he looked into some stuff and he's thinking It belonged in an English church. From what he was looking off, he thinks it was belonged to an English church, and um, it was robbed by Vikings, like plundered by Vikings, and the Vikings themselves probably hammered the gold into it to make it look more valuable to trade. And it was either brought over here by the Vikings or traded off to natives or something like that. But like I said, it's just a really interesting piece, and
That's pretty close story. If it's true, that's pretty cool history and story to go with the pieces.
yeah. So I mean, like I'm not sending it away. I don't
Yeah, I
care.
don't blame you.
I am not putting it in a package and sending it anywhere. If it goes anywhere, I'm going with it. So if people
Hmm.
want to look at it and come and look at it, you're
Is
gonna
there?
have to
Yeah, I was
come
gonna
with me.
say here's a photo. Send it off to the different museums, and maybe they'll have somebody come out and say, "It's not leaving my eyesight.
Yeah,
We're one the same. If you want that, you have to pay for me to come with it, because it's
yeah,
not coming out of my eyesight." Yeah, for sure. That is so cool to find something like that. I mean, it's
that's
very
really
rare
cool.
someone come across something like that as a treasure.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if I had my time back, I found this thing about 30 years ago. If I had my time back, and at the time, I didn't. I was a little bit into archaeology. Like, I was only like 15, 14,
Hmm.
15 years old, so I didn't really have the knowledge and the know-how that, okay, I dug this up with a shovel. Maybe I should get a sifter and start sifting. Maybe I could find more to it. Maybe I could have found the wings. Maybe I could have found the head. But at the time, I was like, oh, cool. So I'll keep that. And I just kept digging around and stuff,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like you want to kick your old self. It's like go back, turn the clocks back, kick yourself, and say,
kick
dude,
yourself in the butt and say, what are you thinking?
Bill, what is it? What's the show? Bill and Ted Go Back in Time. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
yeah, that's it. Turn it back, go back, fix it, get what you need, and then go back on. But
Yeah.
yeah,
But I think,
you ever watch? Speaking of archaeological, have you ever watched Sahara with
what's that?
Sahara with Matthew McConaughey?
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's where they goes looking for the treasure and
Yeah,
he finds
and
the boat net in
everybody's
the
like,
middle of the desert.
yeah, and it's all covered over. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I like stuff
that
like
was
that.
really cool. That was
Yeah,
really
and he
cool.
made that, and then he made that with the airplane. He made the sail across the desert. And the
Yeah.
great music to go with it.
Well, I mean, like I love movies and that like that, where it's like archaeological stuff, and even not just movies, like documentary stuff. Um, Shows I watched, The Pyramid Code, and um, there's just oh god, there's just so many of them.
My
Tomb
cousin
Raider,
just,
even the fictional
yeah,
stuff like Tomb Raider and
yeah, National
um,
Treasure.
National Treasure, and
Hmm.
it just goes on and on and on,
Hey,
and it's just
Sammy,
something.
welcome, welcome. What was it? I was just gonna say. Oh shoot, my cousin. She's in Egypt, and she got to go down to see some of the
Just
tombs and stuff. Yeah, she posted it on her Facebook page. She got to see some of the
so
tombs.
lucky.
Oh, it's a beautiful, and she got to kiss a camel. The camel didn't
Did
spit
it
back at her or anything.
didn't
Hey,
spit at her, did
Johnny.
it?
Nope. The camel did not spit back at her, but it showed they had it crouched down and it went down. So they're crouching down, and as they got down to the bottom, you could see the ceiling was all painted and the flooring and the walls, and it was
Yeah.
all like greens and blues and reds, and it had the murals, and it was beautiful. I mean, absolutely stunning. And I'm like, still preserved, to this day.
You
And they
look at how
touch,
it looks today. Can you imagine how it looked back then?
yeah, I know. Imagine.
The one thing though that gets me is I'm a bit of a theorist when it comes to the pyramid things, because if you watch the thing like the pyramid codes and stuff like that,
Hmm.
um, they don't really know how old the pyramid is. They can't tell you how old the pyramids are because it's all stone. The only thing they can tell you is this mural was painted in 2000 BC. This debris we found around it was there from the same time period. So people were there at that time. So this is what they're saying. This is when it was built.
Right.
Um, I don't agree with it.
I just don't. I just feel like, how in the heck did these men get these big arse stones up into a pyramid?
Yeah.
How?
And the ways that they came up with for to do it don't make sense. They had copper tools and chisels and stuff like that, and even if they're burning, the time period does not make sense. They wouldn't be able to do it today with modern technology
Right.
in the time frame that they're talking.
Right.
Like the pyramids are like millions of metric tons of stones.
Hmm.
They had to move one of the monuments over in Egypt that was a couple of 100,000 metric tons of stone. It took them 6 years to move it, something like that. It was 6 to 10 years or something it took them to move it. And they're saying that this pyramid was built in 50 years. Nuh-uh, no way. Not happening. I'm sorry. They didn't have to carve this stuff that they were moving, and it took them almost 10 years.
Wow.
6 to 10 years, I think it was. It took them to move it.
Yeah. And
And you're
that's
telling me they carved all of those blocks,
I moved all those blocks
all of
into a
the tunnels,
perfect pyramid
moved
and
them
up.
all with no
Yeah.
modern machinery, and we
And
had
how many
modern
pyramids are
machinery.
there? Yeah.
There's the three big ones,
Right.
but there's not just the three big ones. People don't realize there are pyramids all along that area of the Nile. I think there's the three big ones. Up northern from those, there's five more. Down south from that, I think there's seven or eight more. There's one that's an open pit pyramid that nobody even, it's not even closed off or nothing. You can just go up there because they don't think of it as a monument.
Hmm.
And from that one, you can see clear down to the Great Pyramids and everything else.
Yeah.
It just is too much stuff that just don't make sense with it,
Doesn't add up.
because they said the Sphinx was there, and they found it close to the pyramids after the wind changed and a piece of it got unburied by sand, and they dug it up and they were like, oh, look at this. What they don't advertise is that on the back of the Sphinx there's water erosion damage. Now the water erosion damage that's on the Sphinx would have had to have taken place over a span of about 10 to 15,000 years. Now it's only built in 2000 BC. How can it have water erosion damage for 15,000 years?
Right. Where did this come from?
Where it, like, yeah, exactly. And the Nile itself, the Great Pyramid itself has a dock, a jetty, but it's in the middle of a desert. Why would they build something to dock a boat on unless the
Um,
river was
the
there,
river. Yeah, and it dried up.
right? And well, it didn't dry up, but it moved over
Mm.
the. Okay, she just sat down and sat into my knee.
Ouch! Ouch,
But
Nicole.
the where the Nile River is now, the distance that it is away, they said, in order for the river to migrate to where it's to now over the time course of erosion and deposit of soil, it would have taken about 25,000 years.
Mm.
So that would date the pyramids back at least 25,000 years, not just the 5,000 years ago that they're saying.
Right.
So what I'm thinking happened, in my view, is okay, we don't know who built them. They're there. People found them. Ancient civilization found them and said the gods must have built these. And they moved in. They might have written on the walls because there was nothing there. But that doesn't mean that they built them. That just means
Mhm.
that, hey, we moved in and we started printing all this stuff because it's what we believe happened.
Oh.
I think the pyramids are way older than what anybody ever thinks. And there was never any bodies found in the Great Pyramids.
Oh, you gotta stop
Hey, Mary.
No,
Okay,
it's
we're
talking
getting a
about
little.
ancient Egypt.
Johnny's
It's
there.
cool. Yeah, Johnny's here.
Johnny. Hey, Johnny.
Score one for the big guy said. He said there was 118 pyramids in Egypt.
There you go. See, I knew there was a lot,
Yeah, and
but
we're
just
getting
in
a
that.
raid. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying because in that just that one stretch, I knew there was like seven, and then the three, and then another six or eight there, just in that one little area that you could see.
Oh, good, Johnny, come up because he doesn't have chat.
How you
Yay!
doing, Johnny?
Much better.
Hey, April and Glenn, welcome,
I got a
welcome.
little bit of sleep, but I wanted to come up. I won't probably stay up too long, but I wanted to say thank you to both of you guys.
Oh, you're welcome,
No
Johnny.
problem.
Oh man,
That's what friends do.
I was hurt.
Yeah, you were. How were you feeling? Did you get? Were you able to eat anything? Feel better after? Because you didn't eat
um,
much during your life.
well, I ate some a little bit a while ago, but I didn't realize it, But several years ago, when I'd done one survival class, and my whole digestive tract kind of collapsed there toward the end. And I guess with the whole introversion stuff, by the end of it, my body was mad at me. I mean, completely mad at me. So after I laid down for a few hours, and I was fine after that. Once I could get into my little hole, I was fine. So I was like, dang, that really was a bigger drain on me than I expected.
Well, you
So,
you had all that coffee. You didn't eat much.
right, yeah.
That would do it.
Yeah. So anyway, there's no way I would have stayed up through that if it weren't for you guys. You guys really helped the whole team finish it up. So thank you. You
I'm
guys
just
are
glad that I was there
No
as
problem.
long as I did. I mean, I stayed there till right before 12. So I was about to turn into a pumpkin.
yeah.
I said that too. I've got to go. I'm about to turn into a pumpkin. And then
Yeah.
first thing I did this morning was check in. I got up at 6:15. I'm like, I got to go see how Johnny's doing.
Yeah. Oh man, I was
So
hurt by the time you checked back in. I was like gone.
yeah, you were. And then that happened with the video, and that was even worse.
Oh man, yeah, that was
I woke up this
yeah,
cartoon
that was
like
terrible. So no, but you guys were champs. I appreciate you guys dragging me through, helping us finish it. That's why I tried to write everybody today that was there. I was like,
Johnny,
mm.
we didn't drag you through it. We carried you along with us.
Okay, that's the better wording for it. But yeah, it was like
Dragon sounds like you're kicking and screaming in the back of being pulled by,
right.
I was
you know.
And so that's like I did try to make a point. I was like everybody. I was like, hey, thank you. We, everyone. I was like, we would have not have done it if it weren't for you guys because it was um, that definitely I needed a lot of help from my friends for that. So I do thank you from the bottom of my heart. And so
I said to Al earlier, you guys better not nominate me. This old lady turns into a pumpkin.
oh my gosh, yeah, it was. I had a terrible headache yesterday after as we were before even the halfway mark. I was like, oh man, I just want to go into a little corner and have a quiet place. But I'm like, dude, you better get back from it. So you
Yeah.
guys did a good job of helping me recover. But and at the end, we're gonna finish it, Johnny. We're gonna
Yes.
finish it.
And then after you got off, we had an after party.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
had it
we
without
all
you.
stayed on. We all stayed on for a while, and what ended up happening was Danny hit a button by mistake and dropped herself in the basement.
Oh no.
So we were three of us were left up there. Then we were talking and everything like that. I happened to notice that there was 8 messages,
In private
and I
chat.
clicked on it. And I was Danny was down trying to type in private chat to let us know she was still there and could
Oh
hear us.
no!
Yeah.
Oh no! Poor
It
Danny.
was it was a
Yeah.
funny. It was funny. It was a good time.
She's
Good.
like, uh huh. I see
Excellent.
you guys are ignoring me. Uh huh. Yep.
Jonesy was playing some music, and we were all having a good time and a good laugh. And like I said, all thanks to you, Johnny, doing your 24 hours.
Oh no, no, thank you. It was a good event, and it would not have happened if it weren't for participation from everybody.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I was like physically I was beat, and there's no way I could have talked, and because you saw me, I had nothing to say for a while. I'm
Well,
like,
there was a couple of times there where, like, especially there, I think it was around the 9 hour mark or something like that, 9 or 10 hours. You got yourself in a little bit of a bad way, and we were like, okay, well, sit back, take it
yeah,
easy. We'll look after things for a while. Then you started coming around a little bit. We were like, okay, well, let's find something that you can do to talk about to take your mind away from what you're doing, and
right.
just
Uh,
give you little suggestions, help you through stuff. That's what we were there for.
well, you guys did great. I mean,
You did great.
it was it was interesting to watch the back and forth. I was like, wow, they actually pull. I could see you guys give them a helping hand. I mean, I knew you guys were carrying the
Hey, Frank.
conversation, but they actually get me mentally
Oh,
back in the
sorry.
game there for a while. I
Wrong
was like,
chat. He's in
dang, that was
DJ's.
awesome. So thank you guys. That was special. That meant a lot. That really did. so, so
No
check your
problem.
email, Al. I did send you an email earlier. So
Okay, I'll have a look for it. I
yeah,
will have a look for it.
yeah.
Like
I
I
wrote
said,
you too, Des, too.
there was no thanks necessary, but thank you.
Oh, well, we're
And
friends.
that's just it. We are going to have to get together at some point. I'm thinking either on either my live or something like that, or on one of your lives, and or maybe we'll just set aside a separate time altogether and
Right.
go in and talk about more on this, what we had an idea for collaboration and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was telling Rochelle about that a little bit today. It's like, but I'm going to let you do the live for a little bit. I'm going to be. I was like,
Taking
I'm
a
going to
step
come in.
back for a little while.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to come in and talk to my friends, and then that way, when I'm drained, I'm like, hey, I need to step back for a minute.
But
It's
that's
um,
always
fine
nice.
too. Like I said, even if you pull up your Friday, fired up Friday with friends, and you get a half an hour into it, just say, yeah, I just need to step away from it. Come on, if
right.
I'm there, I'll take over and carry on for you. And
Yeah, I know
it's
you
all
will.
good for your channel.
I
It's
know
all
you.
good for you.
Oh, yeah. It's all
DJ's
good
got a
for all
full
of us.
channel going up there.
Good for all of us.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, my cats are much happier with me now. I woke up and they were all around me.
Yay, Dad's awake.
I even got up. I got a little bit of breakfast, and then after watching TV, I got tired and I just fell asleep on the couch. And then there was one cat on one cushion and the other cat at my feet, and I was like, "Wow, they missed the big guy." So,
Yeah. Well, when I finished up, I ate I ate a bowl of lasagna, and I
yeah,
went up and laid down and went to sleep.
Hey,
you
And
still
April.
there?
I got maybe 3 hours or 4 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
And then I got up and I came down, and we've been watching a couple of shows, waiting for Des to come on.
Mm.
And yeah,
So
I'll
here
be
we
going
are.
back to bed. I'll be going back to bed in another little while too.
I'm just
That's
glad
kind.
you came and hung out with me.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm like. All right, hang in there a couple more hours, get a good night's sleep because work is waiting for me tomorrow morning. So
Oh boy.
yeah, so
I
all
You'll
got
right.
be
Well, I'm going to
you'll,
step back here. You guys got a good conversation going on here about the pyramids and whatnot.
we have we're just talking about everything and anything. That you can hang
yeah.
out.
Oh, sure.
Whatever comes. We are after jumping from one topic to another.
See,
It
that's what amazes
doesn't
me.
really matter what it is.
Oh, yeah. So that's what amazes me. I'm like, I can do that for a while. After a while, I'm like, okay.
Well, I was
Empty.
just talking. I was talking about how I I had bought the 13th Warrior and Total Recall,
Uh,
and then we started talking about the old Total Recall, and then the old Conan the Barbarian, and then Jason Momoa, and then tattoos, and then Egypt, and what he found, and
mm,
we're just all over the place. So
hey,
it's
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's fun.
yeah.
Somebody in the comments there mentioned my little treasure artifact that I found,
Yes, that was pretty
and
cool.
that's how we got into the whole
Egypt and
Egypt and
Vikings
old
and
stuff and Vikings.
yep.
Yeah, it's interesting how we go back and try to figure out what was happening back in the day.
Hmm.
It's like pretty good best guesses. So
Well, that's what most of it is their best guess on what happened and what was going on. And
yeah,
who's to
uh,
say my guess is wrong and your guess is right?
right,
Right.
right. So, boy.
Unless you were actually there during the time, there's no way of knowing.
Well,
Well, I
think
mean, like
about it.
Dave.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna think about what things in our own lifetimes where we've seen things, but people might change the story on it, and you'll hear me like, no, it didn't happen like that at all. That's in our
Mhm.
own lifetimes, let alone X number of thousands of years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Right.
I
so
mean, like Dave been around the pyramid. The Great Pyramid is built on a platform that is a lot bigger than the Great Pyramid.
yeah,
The edges of the platform have um, markings in them that look like they were made with modern machine tools, like saws and stuff like that. They have no explanation for how those marks ever got there. So I mean, did some other civilization exist here that had machinery capable of doing all of this stuff?
well, I wonder though
Mhm.
if they did, then why would they use stones though for their building?
Well, if you wanted to leave something, if we here now today knew that everything on the planet was going to be wiped out by a meteor and we had no way to get away from it, but we also know that okay, in a 100,000 or 200,000 years, something else could probably live here,
Mm.
and we want to leave a record. What
Sure.
could you leave a record in that's going to
Mm.
last that long?
Right,
Nothing man made is going to last that long.
right.
Alloys and steels and stuff like that is not going to last that long, but
Right.
stone will.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, were you guys Star Trek fans?
I like Star Trek.
Yeah, you
Yep.
ever watch The Next Generation with Jean-Luc
Yep.
Picard? You ever see that episode where he lived another man's life in a couple hours, where it
Hmm.
hooked up to a
Yeah,
satellite?
yeah.
It's all about passing on, making sure that that planet's existence didn't just disappear.
Disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
it
mean, he
makes you
did some.
want.
They did some really cool ones with him, though. They did like that and some archaeological ones on different
Yeah.
planets, and there was
Yeah.
always something wild going on with him,
Oh
which
yeah.
was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it's
I've seen all the Star Trek except for which one was it? Or am I thinking of it? Stargate. No, I think I saw all of them.
yeah. But,
I'm sorry.
I like the Voyager series too.
mm,
Mhm.
The Voyager series. That was the next one that followed the Next
Seven
Generation.
of
Was the
Nine.
Voyager?
Wasn't it that?
Yeah,
Wasn't that with 7 of 9 and
yeah,
Janeway?
yeah,
yep.
they were. That was basically Gilligan's Island in space.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And then there was Enterprise with
Yeah, I enjoyed
Spock.
that Enterprise show. It just didn't, it didn't last that
Uh,
long.
They should not have cut that off when they did. I think they could have kept going with that so much more
Yeah,
than what
Yeah.
they did.
yeah.
Pokemon Forrester wrote, in 1976, King Tut's treasures came to the U.S. for the first time. I waited for hours to get the free ticket. It was one of the most amazing things I ever saw. That's
Cool.
pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Here,
That's
let me
pretty
bring
cool.
the chat over so I can kind of see it there while I'm on stream.
Yeah, Al doesn't have screen to. I mean, he can't see chat, so I'm reading it for him.
These lives are a lot easier when you're not the host. You know
Thanks.
that?
I'm glad I could help you out.
Oh man, I'm like, I really love the lives. I love hanging out with everybody, but I'm like, I more and more I see, it's like know thyself. I'm like, I think I'm a pretty good supporting role where I come in there. I'm like, but being the front guy, I'm like, well, I guess I have to take my turn from time to
I like
time.
it when you guys come up because then we can
Yeah,
talk about everything and anything. You know what I mean?
right.
So I'm not sitting here, especially if you come up like right around the time I start. Then
Yes.
I'm not flubbering around for like 5, 10 minutes going, what am I going to talk about?
Right.
You
Yeah, that's
know?
why. Oh man, you guys have been so wonderful. Like, let's say my Fired Up Fridays, Al is like right there, and I'm like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
And I want to be there, but you know what happens? It's like I'm doing a live,
Yeah.
Lazy Acres is doing a live,
Yep.
DJ right now is doing a live.
Yep.
And speaking of DJ, he's got Nancy up on the panel, he's got Tom up on the panel,
Cool.
Gary and Eddie are up on the panel.
Cool.
So
Nice.
he's got 7 people watching.
Good for you.
Yeah. So
I
that's
mean,
it's
like
that's awesome
Johnny,
for him.
I gotta tell you, Johnny, you did a fantastic job as a host for the 24-hour live, and even on your Fired Up Fridays, you do a really good job with it. So
I appreciate it.
don't be second guessing yourself on it.
I like
Well,
coming to your other lives
yeah.
when I
Well, I
can
think
catch it.
it's I'll always try to have a certain amount of humility with it. I'm like, is like I see some people that they do so good. I'm like, wow. And I know while some of us talent, a lot of it doesn't happen overnight. You got through practice. So I'm like, if I want to get better at it, I'm like, you got to get out there. I was even going into it. My wife's like, "You ready for this?" I'm like, "No," but I'm going to do it anyway. And even at the last hour, no, 2 hours was left. Danny threw it out there. It's like, if I wasn't feeling good or whatever, we can wrap it up. I'm like, no, I said I was going to do 24. I'm going to
Yeah.
do it. And she's like, man of his word. I'm like, hey, I'm trying. And even that last few minutes, I mean, I got really sick the last few minutes. I had to disappear. And I was like,
Yeah.
We had you covered. I said that we would cover
yeah.
you.
So I mean, that's why you guys are good friends. But it was one of those. I'm like, okay, get through it. What'd you learn from it? And obviously, I think food helps.
Food, not so much coffee without food,
Right, right.
water.
Danny got mad at me a little bit last night because you were gone, and Nicole said to me, because Nicole was after waking up and it was last going off, and Nicole said, "Where's Johnny?" I said, "Johnny went to take a nap." And Danny was like, "We're not here to smack talk him. We told him we'd have his back." And I was like, "I was just joking with Nicole."
Oh man, she's really sweet. I was like, um, I was like, I haven't I've interacted with Danny a little bit, and for her to just pop up and was so supportive the whole time, I was really, really touching. And then she opened up to help fill the time there to opening up about her whole experience with the not just a pretty face, and I was telling my wife a little bit about it. She goes, "Yeah, I can kind of see how that can get turned, when something innocent." Anyway, she did an outstanding job, and now I'm like, "What can I do for Danny?" And I'm like, "Do I send her some yeast? Do I send her my own recipe for bread I like to make? Because she wants to make leavened bread now." So,
Yeah.
and
Send her a recipe with bread recipe with the yeast. Here you go.
oh, well, I wonder if she would want a video on how to do it from a friend. I mean, there's tons of videos out there, but I don't know. But it's
You know?
really sweet, and so, and then there she's getting up, say, the whole. Well, we're here to support Johnny, even though we're just teasing. And wow, what a nice lady. Very-
I liked her look she gives to Eddie.
I'm still
we
like.
kind of we
She
kind of
had me
gang up
laughing
on
so
it.
hard I couldn't even finish my bow drill or blow that bird's nest in the fire at one point. I was like, and then once it started, I was like, everything was starting to come out of my mouth. I'm like, oh, wait, no, there you go again.
Should I say that? No. Wait,
Yeah, I
no.
was like,
How
don't
can
But
I
then
use the
Eddie
word
word
got
it?
really
again.
quiet too, and I'm like, oh crapola. Did we did we
Eddie?
really get him that upset? Because he just like,
No.
psh, he was quiet. I mean, quiet.
Eddie, you can get to him a little bit, but Eddie has very thick skin. He doesn't take anything personal. He knows that we was joking and carrying on and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
And I said too, if I ever offend, please let me know because I do not try to offend anybody.
Right. Hey, you guys want to see what I'm doing for my T-shirt? And because I could use some suggestions.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
okay. Let's see if I can bring this thing up here. Yeah, because I'm lining up who's going to get what because I needed to get some gifts out to a lot of people here soon. So let's see. Talk amongst yourselves. You guys know how to do
You
that.
have a good night and thank you for popping over and hanging out with us.
uh,
It's Pokemon Forester
oh god.
leaving us.
Let's see here. Let's see. Where did I go for that? I'm like, I knew looking for my email on who I ordered this T-shirt at. I tweaked it a little bit. I was gonna do numbers on the back, but I realized some bare feet on the back actually will work better.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I would want that one. Bare feet. I don't wear shoes unless I have to go into a store.
That's why. Oh yeah, Bonfire. This is who I have it with.
Yeah, but
Um,
Bonfire's got great shirts, nice and soft.
yeah, oh yeah, they're super comfy. I've been trying to
Yep.
wear them like when I go on my hikes and whatnot. So let's go to
But
dashboard.
sometimes they don't make them like in big sizes. I'm a big girl because I became disabled.
Well, I was going to ask is like either you can say it out loud or if you want to send me a private message or an email, I could use it. Matter of fact, on your email, you tell me what size you want here. Let's bring this one up. Come on now.
Look what I got in the mail. It took me like 2 weeks from China, but
Oh, cool. That's a little peace sign there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I bought some
Good.
snowflakes, and so I'm gonna get
Nice.
some ink and I want to put it inside the middle of the snowflakes.
That's cool. Yeah, they call them dojongs in Korea. I remember I could walk into a store and I'd have one of those made 15 minutes.
Yeah, it took me 2 weeks to get it. I came from China, Hong Kong and China, then went back somewhere, then came back, and then went to New York and back to China, then back to New York.
Right. Oh, it's nuts. All right, here we
Yeah.
go. Present. Let's see here. Share screen. They figure I'm getting pretty much better at
Welcome back,
this.
Mr. Scott.
There we go.
I had some job with that share screen last night.
All right. If you got,
Oh,
you
hold
got
on. Let me pull it up. Hold on.
yep, let it up. There
Okay.
we go. So this would be the front. You guys have already seen it like this with this color. You can always have the dark, like the charcoal or the gray. But
Mhm.
check out the back now.
Oh, nice.
Will that be all right?
Yep.
That's cute. I like the dark gray.
Yeah. Oh, like the charcoal here? Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
That's
then, of
that's
course, for the women, my wife doesn't even like this one. So I ended up giving that to my daughters and stuff, the little slim fitsy. So these are nice and comfy and they breathe well. So I'm able to like wear them on hikes in the summertime and it didn't bother me. So, my friends, yeah, if you two send me a quick message, I was like, I'll make sure I get the right one ordered for you guys.
Are we even on
Mhm.
friends on Facebook?
Um,
How would I contact you? Do you have your email on your YouTube page?
Check your Gmail account and you'll have an email from me.
I'm
Yeah.
going.
Donnie's on the ball.
I got a little bit of rest. It's like when I'm quiet and I'm in front of the screen time, I'm really organized. I can get this stuff. I'm a big
Yeah.
planner. That's like our little idea. Um, you give me a little bit of time, I'm going to start thinking more and more about it, and I'll put it on the calendar. And I'm like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And no matter how hard it is, let's say if we do go with a very basic. So let's say I'm out there in my little 4-H kit and it's in the snow. If I know it's coming, I'm like, hey, then it's an event. I mean,
Yep.
it's a fun event,
And I mean, like, I'm not thinking because I know, like, even Jonesy was saying, okay, well, pick this day and everybody do it on this day. That could be an idea for one or two, but my thoughts on it was, okay, we'll drop a video on the 15th,
Yes, that's my thought.
and then say there's 4 of us doing it. That's 4 videos. So we drops it on the 15th.
Mhm.
16th, 17th. On the 18th, we'll hold a live
Yeah.
where everyone that dropped the video comes up on panel and we all take turns saying, okay, well, this was my video, this is what I did. I really like the way Johnny did this, and we can talk
Right.
amongst ourselves about the videos on the panel.
I think that's why I'm with. See, like I think Jonesy used to live events in the music world.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have festivals and stuff. So we all agree to come at the same time to do a certain thing. But when we're all this is all online, you know, and it's recording and edited and all that other stuff. Doesn't matter what day you do it, you know. It's like we
Yeah,
all
as
agree
long
to
as you have it ready for this day to go.
yeah, totally.
Um so like we're gonna drop the video on the 15th. You might decide I'm not going until the 14th to do it.
Right. Yeah.
Right, and I'm gonna drop my video on the 15th.
And then I like
Now,
the all sitting down here, like because I think it's impossible for us all to sit down, say once a week, say, "Hey, let's go." Hey, can I get your thoughts over it? But if we say once a month, once a quarter, something like that, we have a little type of challenge, you know. Then we could
yeah,
all
because I mean, like, I don't want it to get out of hand where it's okay every single week we're trying to do a challenge. No, that's putting a lot of pressure on it right away, and
right. It's a
it's
job,
too
but not a
much.
fun. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like I'm thinking right now, even at the moment, one a month at most, two a
Oh,
month.
that's a lot.
Mhm.
I mean, we
But two a month can even get to be a lot because we still want to do our own regular
correct,
content and stuff like
correct.
that.
Unless ultimately we find that thing is one of our do. Hey, the first week of the month or the third weeks of the month, we know Johnny's going to do a hike. We know the second week of the month, Johnny does an overnighter, and the fourth week of the month is it's the challenge. You know, it could be something like that. Who knows?
Yeah,
But
it could. Well, that's where it all comes into. You know, there's nothing really preset with it other than the fact that we're gonna do it
right,
and we're gonna link it together and go and have a bit of fun, and then we can
yeah,
have a bit of fun afterwards talking about
absolutely,
it. And
totally. Especially the
and
razzing part, because I
yeah,
know I'm gonna slip
Hey,
up. I'm gonna
Kevin.
say something
Welcome,
wrong.
welcome.
I had like one of my videos where I'm like, you look to your left, and I look to the right, and then you look to your right, and then I look out, and I'll go to the other side. I'm like, well, that's just John doesn't know his left from his right, apparently. You know, there's going to be all kind. Others like, oh, I'm going. There's
um,
one where I'm at the side. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go such and such, and you can see the post says go this way, and I go that way.
Hold on. Eddie is showing one of the puppies in his hand right now
Is it
on
really?
DJ's. Yeah.
oh, is
On,
he?
yeah. Oh my gosh, sweetest thing. It's like, think babe.
What's DJ's channel? Is it? It's comics, right?
Hold on. Hold on. I got it.
Cartoon
I'll
Network.
I'll grab it. I'll grab it. Hold on.
All
I've
right,
got it
come on, you
open.
can do it. You can do it, Des. You can do it.
I've got it open. Welcome. Thank you for coming, Kevin. Oh gosh. Sorry, Mr. Scott.
I like that title there for a channel. The way you spelled it out, "Beam Me Up" at the same instead of two M's in there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Here's some-
Well, where's the puppies? So
Hey,
I'm just waiting for the time where
you
we're
don't
doing the
see it?
overnight.
You don't see him holding the
No,
puppy?
no, we can't see nothing.
I don't think you brought it up on the screen yet.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Aw. Now, oh, wait a minute. DJ's got himself up on the screen.
Hmm.
No more puppies.
Oh,
Hold on. Hold on.
I don't want to own a puppy, but I do want a dog.
I'm gonna share this real quick so I don't get a.
I can't, Al. I can't wait for this thing to get some real length here.
Look at the puppy.
Yeah, but
There's the
that's
baby.
oh.
That's sweet.
Okay. Bye.
Sweet. The DJ's head looked kind of funny there because he's like leaning down and had the halo behind him.
Yeah, he's got the light up above. He's at his uncle's house,
Yeah.
so he's not in his regular room, and then he's got it blurred in the background,
Mm,
so it's
yeah,
making that little glow over his head.
sure. It almost looked like his head was coming out of a wormhole or something there. But Al, I'm so jealous of you. I'm just like, man, I need some more length on this thing here. Wait for it to come down off the chinny chin chin.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah. I
You'll
mean,
get
just
there.
matter of time. I mean, I got the hair on the, I guess it doesn't matter what side I do, but like it's coming down to over the years now. So
Yeah.
it's like,
That's why I say mine actually, mine's getting long too now to the point where it's starting to cover my hair and cover my ears and that.
very, very cool.
Kind of hard to see it. It's dark here. I don't have many lights on.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Well, hey,
the
Dez, if
puppy
you,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, hey, if you don't want a T-shirt, total change of topic. That's me. Hey, if you'd rather not have a T-shirt, if you want a manly type purse, we call them haversacks. I don't know if you'd be interested in something like that.
What is it? What is it? Haversack?
Yeah, it's a I don't know. Again, it's a man purse for
Okay.
outdoors. Here. I'll show you. Like if I go for a hike, or
Oh,
actually,
if I think what I'm looking at, bushcraft haversack. Oh, I
yeah,
like those.
right.
Turn
So
it
it can
around. Let
be
me see
like
the other side.
wax canvas or
Yeah,
oil skin. So it's water. Hey, cat. Um,
I
but
like
I
the
know like my girls
messenger
aren't.
bags.
Yeah, so I just throw stuff in them all the time.
Yeah,
What do you want?
I had
Okay.
one. I had one I got from the Army Navy store.
Oh, okay.
Solid green. It had a big peace sign on it. And
Mm.
I bought a patch that had to do with my dad and my stepdad. Not the infantry. What is it? The
Great.
101st Airborne.
Oh, Rangers, Green Berets,
No, not Green Berets. Infantry and paratroopers.
Cavalier. Um, Special Forces. I thought they do a lot of
I don't know
different.
what it is with I don't know what it's called for Army. It's but that's what my dad was. He was infantry and paratrooper.
Oh yeah, there's airborne
Yes, that's
infantry.
what he was.
Yeah, airborne. So, oh man,
You know what's wrong with your cats, Johnny?
I keep. I don't say no. What?
They're saying you're not doing this again tonight, are you?
You know that might be it. They were upset with me. I mean, they were like, "No, your job is to be here and feed us."
Well, you saw how Doris got with me last night for a while.
Yes.
He
Oh
kept
man.
coming up and rolling around on me and
Yeah. Oh my
just
gosh.
wanted me, just wanted my attention and wanted to go to bed because she, a lot of times, she'll end up sleeping beside me.
Yeah.
So
It is interesting how they claim their people. You know, as
yeah,
independent as they are, they're like, no, you're
you're
mine.
mine,
Yeah, that's right.
mine.
Yeah, my son's got Pandora and my daughter's got Lola.
Uh-huh.
And it's funny because the kitten, it's so long now. I mean, she was like small like the puppies when we found her.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit bigger than that, but still small, young, real young. And she's now like this long kitten that's like this big and a tail that goes up and it twists at the top.
Oh wow, got the little curly Q,
And
huh?
she's like an all black face with white whiskers and then white here, like
Yeah.
a tuxedo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love it. We've got a tuxedo cat here, and he's my daughter's cat, but he's getting more and more fond of me because I feed him and then I know how to play with him right and stuff, you know.
yeah,
But yeah, they're really pretty, really pretty. Yeah, so yeah,
yeah.
they're neat. You know,
But it's
they're
funny. She just calls Lola and she goes, "Lola, come on." And
uh-huh,
she goes to the stairs. Goes, "Come on." And
uh-huh.
you see Lola going, chicka, 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 and slides and then goes right
Right.
around the corner and up the stairs in the air, tucka, 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 tucka,
That's
all the way
right.
up the stairs.
Yeah.
And then
Sometimes we call that the thundering herd.
you'll see Sassy, the 11-year-old. She almost 11 or 12 now. She'll come zipping through and she climbs up my door frame to my bedroom. I'm
Yeah,
like, no, I got like claws.
sure.
It's like no. So now I got to get the putty out. Dad's coming into town next month, so I got to putty it all up, make it all pretty.
Right, right.
I'm renting to own, so it's like my stepmother wanted me to declaw my cat. I'm not declawing my cat.
No, that's pretty
I'm
rough.
sorry.
It didn't work.
It's coming.
Oh, is it
I
coming?
was like,
Yeah.
"Mm."
Yeah. Oh, Michelle's talking to the
Oh,
printer.
sorry. I thought you were
No,
listening.
no,
I didn't
no.
realize you were
That's
on.
that's okay.
Hi,
I'm like,
okay,
hey,
welcome.
this is
Hello.
Al and Des
I
who
was
were
giving the printer the stink eye. I
right.
was like, you.
Hi.
No, Des and Al were instrumental in getting me across the finish line this morning. So
So he's showing me support.
that's right. Hey, it's like it's got to share the love. I'm
That's
like,
right. Share the
and,
Yep.
love, share the support.
and I tell you, after receiving so much love lately, I'm happy to share the love for a while. I'm like, please don't give me any more love for a little bit. I don't need to be. I don't need character. I don't need to be in a position where I need some love. And right now,
Yeah.
I've
No,
lost
I
that
get it.
love and feeling. I guess.
Love is like being there, supporting you, hanging
Yeah.
out,
Oh
cheering
yeah.
you on.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, that kind of love.
all right.
Yeah.
So. And when Al does do his gummy bear challenge, I'll give him the love when I'm like eating an ice cream
Oh,
sandwich or something like that, you know.
that's
If
teasing.
I do my gummy bear challenge,
Oh well,
if
I like if you're gonna do it, I like your idea of the 30-second chew and then
and then the spit out, and
yeah, spit out. Yeah, that's a whole lot on the digestive tract, you know. So.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need you to have like esophagus issues.
Ooh,
You know, it's bad enough you had a bleeding tongue with the last challenge
right.
or bleeding
Yeah. Well,
mouth.
the thing is I have some stomach issues anyway, so I'm wary about it. Like I didn't think the chip would be too bad, and it wasn't really, but I don't want to press my luck too much.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
I totally agree.
Right. Well, speaking of pressing my luck, I'm like already feeling this to work up again. So I'm gonna go off panel and just veg for a while.
All right, I'll relay messages if you're
You
if
bet.
you if you're chatting in the chat, I'll relay it.
But I will be lurking for a bit.
Okay. I
All
hope you
right.
feel
Thank
better,
you.
Johnny.
Thanks again. And
You're welcome.
all right. Have a good live here. Let's see.
See you, Johnny.
See
And I
ya.
sent you an email back.
I gotta check my emails when I'm done because if
Yeah,
I don't,
I didn't
my
expect that. I
down.
don't, and it's a good thing it's on this email because this email's only got 300 emails that I have to go through and delete, whereas the
Yeah.
other one's got 63,000 emails.
Oh my God. Select all. Delete.
Yeah, I have to go through it because I do go through like I'll select a bunch and then I'll
Yeah.
uncheck the ones that I want to see, and then the rest of them I just delete out.
Yeah.
It's just that's just way too much. You want to
That's
see? Wait, a
way,
minute,
way too much.
chocolate Trinidad scorpion plants, THC, SC. No, I don't. THC. Now I have to look this up. I'll look it up through pictures.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to put anything up on my channel that's going to get me in trouble.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You have to be careful with some stuff like that because you don't know what
Right.
people are gonna put up.
Yeah. Okay, so this says a plant grows well in a pot to over 1 meter in height and almost as wide, big and bushy with big green leaves. However, when it's planted in the ground, it grows to 1.5 meters and great productivity varies of big, extremely hot pods. I guess it's a chili,
I guess so.
the chili pepper. Whoa. I had to look at the images and then I had to read about it because I was like, what is that?
Yeah. I can do without a lot of chili peppers. I don't eat spicy stuff. I don't know why I got this bear.
I, yeah, don't. That's just, I don't know. You guys are strong but nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could sit there and hurt myself like that.
Well, I know that chip really. The taste was probably the worst part of it.
I heard it. What it was? I think you said, or somebody said it tastes like cardboard. It's
I
just,
think cardboard tastes better.
or one of
I
those,
think it does.
or one of those chips, those rice chips, those awful, horrible rice chips.
Yeah. I'd rather eat like eat them every single day than eat another one of those chips just because of the taste.
I know, Mr. Scott. Yeah. Hold on. I want to show you this
Hmm?
pepper. He doesn't want to get me in trouble.
What's
So
going on?
I'll show you what the pepper is, Al. This is the pepper.
That looks nasty.
And then this is it on the that's it on the tree on the bush.
Yeah, that looks nasty.
And then in the hand. And then more. There we go. That's what it is. The category: scorpion peppers, specials, chili seeds A through Z, tags:
Okay,
Chinese
so
exclusive, extreme heat, high yield.
that must be like a breed of scorpion pepper.
Mm,
Yay. That was what was on the one chip. Scorpion pepper and Carolina Reaper.
that's just crazy. There you go. That's what part of it was on. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Maybe, wasn't it black or something like that? Wasn't what was the color of chip black?
The chip was blackish, like it was a really deep purpley black color for the chip. And when you ate it, it turned your tongue blue because
Blue.
there was a blue dye in it.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at with that chili pepper.
Mm,
Reminded me of the color of the chip.
yeah, yeah. So it was like that color, but like really dark.
Okay, what is beam me up? He said it's a okay, it's 2 million Scovilles,
Yeah.
hotter than the Reaper for sure. It's a chocolate Moruga hybrid, from what I've gathered. He said, 1 second, I'll grab it.
Okay. Well, beam me up, Scotty. The little nitro beer that I bought is 9 million Scoville units.
Yeah, I don't think he knows about that one yet.
Probably not.
I was watching my friend's son did the chip challenge.
Mm,
He put it in his mouth. He's like, la da da, like nothing.
really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He just ate away, and then he coughed a little bit, and then when it was all said and done, like an hour or so later, we get a message back from my friend. Yeah, he can feel it now, but he's not. It's not as bad as what other people are going through. He said, and he grows really hot, spicy peppers in his garden.
Okay, so he must be used to eating hot, spicy stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be like Johnny Small Pepper coming out and eating it. He'd probably be like, it's fine.
it's nothing. Yeah.
You know?
No, not me. It's bad enough when I get a regular black pepper and it's freshly ground and you get a big chunk of it and it's like that's enough hot spice for me.
Yeah, Nicole told me I'm not allowed to complain about pepper and stuff anymore.
Nope, not allowed. Not after having all that hot stuff.
No.
What?
Oh,
It's
man.
not spicy enough for you. I'll
No,
take
I
I'll
don't.
take the
I
basic.
don't. I complains that there be too much pepper and stuff,
Gotcha.
and she's always the one adding more pepper.
Yeah, my son put a little too much pepper on the chicken tonight, but it was still good. It
Yeah.
was just it gave it a little bit of a kick, but it was still good. So I was fine with it. But if he added extras to that, I would have been like, yeah, I'll stick with the mashed potatoes and gravy. You can have the chicken.
Well, Nicole is big on the fresh ground pepper. See.
Hmm.
And what I find is when you're grinding it out of the grinder, you get the bigger chunks through stuff, and every now and again, like you said, it bite into one, and it's like, wow, that's hot.
Yeah,
And
not so
she's
much
looking at
hot,
me
but
like,
spicy hot. Like a spice. It's
"Mm,
not hot like hot Tabasco and all that kind of stuff, but it is got a kick to it. for sure.
Yeah, it wasn't like eating the chip, but it's like,
No.
oh, there's a burning
Yeah.
piece. And she looks at me like, you didn't say that. You just ate that one chip, and you bought a little nitros. Like, you don't get to say that at all.
Can't help it. That was quick and easy.
Mm,
I don't know how easy, but yeah. Let's see. I had to bring it
wasn't
inside
very
tonight. It's
quick
down to
either.
40 for.
Yeah, temperatures are dropping now for sure.
Yeah. He's in Denver. It's dropping to 40 in Denver.
Oh, boy.
Don't yawn. I know you're tired. Don't yawn.
Oh, I'm very tired. I'm
I
gonna be going
know.
to bed soon. I'm gonna be going to bed soon.
I don't
Don't be
blame you.
surprised if nobody sees me in like very much the next couple of days.
Yeah, I'll be catching up on YouTube videos while you guys are all sleeping, catching your Z's.
Yeah.
I'll be catching
Well,
up on all the YouTubes.
I'm thinking we're just gonna take a day and we're just gonna do some us stuff and
I don't blame you.
stay
Do some
away
us
from
stuff. Well, not
stay
us
away
stuff,
from
but
YouTube.
I took my name back. I'm no longer peaceful Shafe anymore. I'm Desiree.
Yeah.
Nicole, that was funny this morning.
That was funny. That was.
I got
Yeah.
confused because
Who is Peaceful Chief?
I had just off and I had you up in the other thing. I was trying to copy and paste, and I got confused about which one of you I was trying to say.
I thought it was awesome. It was great. It put a smile on my face all day. I was like, oh, I got it topped it. I'm going to Newfoundland now. Bye.
Yeah,
You're part of the family now.
I
That's
didn't
right.
even notice it when I hit enter. I'll look back at it.
Yeah,
and
she didn't even look at it at all afterwards. She was like, I think it was Eddie bringing it up. Hey,
There we go. Now you got the face to it. He wouldn't come up on the camera for the longest time. I'm like, come up. He's like, okay,
nothing to it.
fine.
Nothing to it.
So this is like
There
his
we
third
go.
time up.
Always got to remember, you got to mute the
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah, or else it's like, oh
Mm,
my gosh, so much noise. Okay, I wanted to show you guys this. Ooh!
There's your
Let's
plant.
see, yeah, this is my chocolate Trinidad scorpion plant. Can you see that?
Nice. You can
Very
keep
cool.
it.
Yeah, I got more.
I don't want any.
These are my favorite peppers ever. If you ever taste one of these things, like, it tastes like something like your soul recognizes it as a pepper or whatever, but you've never tasted anything like it. I swear, like, there's a thing that happens when you eat this pepper. It has something like ultra special about it that I've never
That's what
tasted
they-
in any other pepper.
That's what they
Is it-
say about Little Nitro.
Little Nitro? Is it a chocolate one too?
No, Little Nitro is a gummy bear.
Never
a
heard.
non-
What is Little Nitro?
I,
Tell me
I
about
bought.
Little Nitro.
I did the one chip challenge there not long ago, and that was 2 to 2.2 million scobles. On
See,
that
that's
one chip
about what
challenge.
this pepper is, but it's not extract. I won't
Yeah.
eat extract because extract, oh my God, like, if you've eaten it, like, it's terrible. It tastes like a chemical experiment gone wrong.
Yeah, well, that chip tasted. I think I'd rather
Yeah,
lick the floor.
Right? It tastes
was
like crap,
horrible.
dude. It's not fun at
Um,
all.
Now,
When
Little
you eat,
Nitro.
if you eat that pepper, you'll be like, that tastes great. And like you'll be like, oh my gosh, and you'll go through the whole same exact kind of a thing, but like it won't be like horrible taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
Look up
Little
Little
Nitro.
Nitro.
I got Little Nitro, and it's a raspberry flavored gummy bear, but it's 9 million Scoville units.
Oh god. Yeah, I don't touch the extract. I grow the hottest peppers that there are, and like I love the flavor. I love doing it. But yeah, those extracts, no thanks. It's like no fun, dude. It's like it tastes like crap. Like you have your little like dopamine high for a second, but like after that, it's just it doesn't taste good.
It's
You know
900
what I
times
mean?
hotter than a jalapeno. 900 times hotter.
Oh yeah, if I ate this guy right here, I would turn super red. I might do it. You want me to do it?
No,
I'll do it.
no.
I'm gonna stay out of this because I ate that chip, and I'm not gonna say yes. I'm not gonna say no.
Did you eat that chip today?
No, not today.
No, they're about maybe 2 weeks ago now. Is it? Week
Oh
ago?
wow. How long
Something
did
like
it
that.
take you to like recover from the chip?
I was fine the next day.
Like okay.
Yeah,
So
I
went
was fine the
through
next day. Yeah, it went through my system okay. I never had no lingering issues or nothing like that. But when I ate it, if you look, I got a little 8-minute video up of one chip challenge gone wrong because
Oh wow.
I started spitting out blood.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Was
I
that
thought it
like a
was.
was that a blood pressure thing or cuz I definitely know the hot peppers can mess with your blood pressure. You got to make
I don't
sure.
think it was my blood pressure or anything. I think it might have just been some blood vessels or something bust inside of either my mouth or my throat or something like that.
Holy
Because
smokes, that's scary. That's
you
super
know,
scary though. That's
there
that's
was
the
no
reason
pulse or
why
nothing. See?
yeah, that's the reason why these kind of pepper seeds aren't like available to the general public. It's cuz literally the pepper vendors are like what if I kill somebody? I'll
Yeah.
be I'll be
I
responsible.
want to
Yeah,
send
cuz
you the link to. I'm going to put the link to his channel, Al's channel, so you can grab it, beat me up, and you can look at the look for the pepper challenge.
okay, cool.
Thank you,
I'll
Dave.
look at that
You're
on
welcome.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's called
Yeah, I'll hit the
one chip.
subscribe button.
Thank you. It's one
Yeah,
chip
no
challenge
problem.
gone wrong. There's a 2.5 hour one there for the one chip challenge. I think the picture for that is the chip box. But then there's another one there after it should be one chip
Oh
gone wrong.
man.
It's about eight. It's a little over 8 minutes, I think, or a little less than 8 minutes.
Well, you did your time. Dude, I welcome anybody into the pepper community, even if you only eat jalapenos. There's so much to show you, even in the jalapeno like level of heat in peppers. If you've ever have you ever heard of Sugar Rush Peach, the
No,
pepper?
no.
It's pretty. You can find it probably pretty easily right now. If not, hit me up. I'll send you some seeds. And uh, actually, last year they had a new variety from the Sugar Rush Peach. Was called the Sugar Rush Peach Striped or Stripey, which is like the most beautiful pepper that you've like ever seen. It's like kind of peach color with red stripes through it, and it looks like something from that Matt Groening wrote in to the Simpsons. It looks super crazy, and it's like it's a little hotter than a jalapeno, but it's not gonna kill you like this guy here.
Yeah. Now, see, the thing is,
What you got to get a hold of is one of these. This is a Kingstar Lemon Starburst.
oh my God.
See? Yeah, I got a couple of all of us pepper people have those.
Now,
All of us.
here's the thing, see. I'm not a spicy person. I don't eat spicy foods. I don't eat hot peppers.
Yeah,
So
these
I went from like 0 to 100 eating that chip.
yeah, like this is probably as hot as a what jalapeno. It's probably 200,000 Scovilles.
Yeah.
I'll eat it. Watch. It's
No.
pretty hot. It tastes so good. It literally tastes like lemon.
A very strong lemon.
and his eyes perking,
Lemon,
suckling from a
but
lemon.
they named it perfectly, lemon starburst. It's like, oh my gosh, it tastes like a lemon starburst, but it's like as hot as a jalapeno. And that's about, I'd say, 150, 200,000 Scovilles. It's fun, but it's not gonna like wreck your day.
The only other thing that I eat that I've eaten,
Watch, I'll turn red. Watch, I'll sweat a little bit.
the only other thing I've eaten that was anyway hot whatsoever was when I did my 24-hour live. Me and a guy on there ate roasted jalapenos and hot and spicy bowls.
Oh, nice.
So that was the
It's a
only other
little.
thing that I ate.
Actually, I'd say if you can handle a jalapeno, like that's not too far off.
Hmm.
Really.
I did all right with the jalapeno, although it did burn when I was eating it a bit. It was quite burny, but
Sorry.
it didn't taste. It didn't taste awful. Like, it was a good taste on the pepper.
Ooh, it's getting me now.
But
I
the
love
heat,
the ride though. It's so fun.
yeah.
I'll stick to my sissy sweet stuff. You guys handle that hot spicy.
No, like I don't think this is any. This is nothing to be afraid of. I don't think.
No,
It's just
I
like
can't handle
if
the
you've
hot.
had some like hot salsa in your life, it's about.
I
It's that.
I had hot salsa and I'm like, take the hot salsa please and give me some enchilada sauce. I'll dip my chips in that. Thank you. Yeah, no, I don't do hot and spicy. When I buy what is it? Um in the
I knew
jar
you
from
didn't drink
Pace
the beer
Picante sauce. I'll buy the mild. Give me the mild Pace Picante sauce. I'm good.
What are you drinking there, Scotty?
Oh, it's a 40 of Budweiser. They brought them back. They took them out during the coronavirus and stuff, and they were like, they decided to start making them again and sell them for
Oh,
like
man.
$4.50. And if I get two 25-ounce cans of beer, it's $8. But if I get a 40-ounce bottle of beer, it's $4.50. So
Yeah, that don't make sense.
yeah, here I am with my 40s. I recycle them, so
Yep, you get money back for that.
yeah, and it's about the perfect amount of beer for. I don't know. I leave it a little bit sometimes. I feed it to the plants.
Beer to the
I,
plant. Here you go.
I thought
Cheers.
you were drinking a bottle of wine or something. I was like, oh my gosh.
No, it's a 40 of Budweiser, man.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised I didn't crack open my bud.
No.
It's sitting in the
Um,
refrigerator. Not a 40 though.
yeah, I'm not special at all. Not one.
Yeah, I thought
You're
I would
not
go.
supposed to handle the wine like that either.
No.
I don't drink
Haven't
wine.
seen,
I wouldn't know.
haven't seen my wife with a bottle of wine.
I haven't decided. Tomorrow night I'll probably either do a beer on Lacey's live or I'll do a
That's weird, ain't
Kahlua
you?
sombrero.
Oh, upstairs.
Yeah, but check out this plant. It is. Guess how old this plant is?
2 years old.
You're right. It is 2 years old.
Thank you. Good
You are
guess.
correct.
You are correct. How many
Yeah,
points did I get? Let me
1,000,000.
see.
I'm way better than Drew Carey, right? He's all 1 point for you, 1 point for you. No, 1,000,000 for
Million.
Dez.
I'll take it. Now, if that was cash, that would even be better.
Oh,
But
we're working towards it. We're
working towards. That's right.
Man,
That's right.
I moved a lot of stuff. Oh man, my friend got evicted from his house because his girlfriend couldn't pay the rent. Like this and that.
Oh
I don't
man.
know.
Wait a
It's a
minute.
huge
But
thing.
they both should have been paying rent.
Well, what happened is dude had a medical issue and he went into the hospital. He was actually in a coma, and people expected him not to make it,
Gotcha.
and he made it. And yeah, he actually helped me move some stuff. So like he's moving, but it's not an easy life.
No.
Uh,
So they had to pack up and move, huh?
yeah, I did it for free. Actually, I lifted there were like anything out of that back shed. If anybody wants it, you could take it. And I actually fought her like father-in-law for this big huge metal vise. I didn't fight him, but I was like, I'm taking that because he
Right.
took everything else. I let
Right.
him. But yeah, I ended up with like a decent like 70, 80 pound big old vise, and like I need that to do some projects. I'm happy that I have that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I feel like I got paid. Otherwise, it would have been like me just working for free for my friend. But
Yeah.
eh,
I
know,
gotcha.
he's my
Hey,
He's my
Jason.
family, dude. He's my Mexican family for
Yeah,
real,
yeah.
dude. I consider him my actual family.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about him. Yeah.
Yeah, he calls me gringo. It's like you wouldn't think that I'm Mexican, that I have Mexican family, but yeah, here
Yeah.
I am.
I'm glad you popped in. You were over at DJ's in Lazy Acres earlier. Al is
Touchy-fake.
AFK right now, but if he can hear me, All Terrain Coffee and Camping is here. Jason's here.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm looking
Okay,
on.
no problem.
Okay.
I didn't know if he could hear me. That's why I was
I
giving
was
the
like, was
message.
that a new person, or yeah, he just went silent or whatever?
Yeah,
turned
no,
off his camera.
he's talking to Nicole and stuff. He was helping Johnny, Expedition Johnny, do a 24-hour live, and we were there. Some of us were there part of the night, and he was there all night with him.
Is he
And
still going?
no, he
I'll
ended it
pop
this.
in there.
No, he
Okay.
ended it. He ended it this morning. I see that. I saw. Well, I did too. I've got DJ's live up on my other monitor.
I should go back into where I could see the chat.
I'm glad you're here though. Yeah, I'm still streaming. I could go for like 2 hours to 4 hours. So
You
who
want to
knows?
fly to a new moon, Des?
No, I don't want to fly to a new moon. I'm glad you're here, Kevin.
I'm gonna keep asking you until one of these days you're like, yeah, okay, let's go.
I would have
chum.
to be
Let's go."
buzzing. I would have to be buzzing.
You
Let
let
me
me go that one time when I flew you all the way to a moon on Saturn.
Yeah, but I think we were on. Weren't we on like Lazy's channel or something when you were doing the?
No, that was
Oh,
yours.
okay. I forgot.
I still have that save. I still have you like stranded on that planet. That's why I'm like, yo, we gotta go back
you left
and
me
save
stranded
you.
on a planet.
Yeah,
Somewhere in
for real. That's why I keep asking you.
I'll just keep
That
afloat out
sounds
there
rather
somewhere.
interesting.
Yeah, he's got he
Do you like Kerbal Space Program? I've been chased out of the community. It's a long story.
so he plays.
I'm still
he's got
amicable though.
He's got this game thing, and I'm up there somewhere in space, somewhere on a planet,
I
hanging
did
out.
everything. What is it? CC0. Like yeah. I didn't. Yeah. Do you know what CC0 is?
No.
No, it's like copyright into the public domain. Public domain copyright.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I did a lot. Yeah, I did a lot for that community, and I put it out, and they're making a Kerbal Space Program 2. Some of my stuff might be kind of in there, I'd imagine.
Oh, nice.
Maybe, I'd like to think so.
What am I doing now? Stopped.
Sorry, just responding to
Hitting
something.
buttons.
What are you hitting? He's nice and comfy now. He's in his bed, which means give him about and a half past a freckle according to a monkey's before he's sound asleep.
No, I'll stay on with you for another
It's
little
gonna
while.
go to bed.
I just stop it right there.
I'll stay on with you for another little while. I don't mind.
That's cool. I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys came and hung out. You know, everybody else is over everywhere else, and some of them forget that I support them. So it's all right.
I don't. I try to get around to everybody that I can in
Hmm.
between doing, you know, my own thing, what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like
I
I knew Johnny had planned this live for a long time, so I said I'm definitely gonna go up with him. I was the one that issued the challenge to him after my own 24-hour live, so I was like,
yeah. So
yeah,
you have to support him.
I'll go and stay. I'll put you for the entire thing. I don't mind.
That's I. Yeah. He's a sweetheart. I'm
Yeah,
glad that there was people there for him
yeah,
after I crashed. So it's like, if I wasn't so tired and I wasn't as ancient as I am now, I would have been
yeah.
out there hanging with you all night.
Well, that's like he was saying about Danny coming up and down in that too, and that was one of his first real interactions with her. But Danny has always been like that for as long as I've known her, and
Hmm.
it's not really that long I've known her, but in all the time I've known her, she's been real and she's been who she is, and she's there to help and do what she can for the people around her,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah, for real.
fantastic. Which is the
Yeah,
way
that's
most
awesome.
I haven't had any personal experiences with anyone on here that's been bad.
Me neither.
The gardening community is really awesome on YouTube, for real. And
Mm,
the people that have problems really get helped. You know what I
yep.
mean? So I've
Yeah.
really seen positive
I can
aspects.
understand. Oh, go ahead.
I've seen really positive aspects on this whole gardening community. As- and it's aside from the weed growing thing, because like I've been there too, and like this is different. This is
Yeah.
like this is different. This is an actual gardening community where people care about each other and move forward in life. And they care about other people's lives. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm here. For real.
Which is funny because I don't have a garden because I don't have a yard. I'm disabled, so I don't climb or hike. I don't shoot
Not
weapons.
yet.
I
We're
don't
gonna
use weapons because I don't like weapons. And I
we
don't do
gotta
any
squirt.
army.
We'll give you a squirt
We
gun.
will have you climbing the walls in no time. Don't worry.
Emotionally, yeah. I climb them a lot, but yeah, that part is fine. But
So
no,
you're emotionally detached from the weapons that are involved with making your life the way that it is.
no. I mean, for me, drink coffee all over the place. That would be me. See, Jason's like that too. It's like coffee. Give me coffee. Give me a good conversation, or
Yeah.
give me a beer. That's why I kind of like. I like this because my life I try to make it like a pub, like you're at your pub and you're hanging out with
Yeah,
your
yeah.
friends and just chilling, relaxing. You know, just shooting the and having a good old time, telling jokes, whatever. You know,
This is
and
Norm.
this is
no,
tobacco, by
yeah,
the way. This is I'm
that's.
not smoking weed.
I used to roll it back in the day, the Indian tobacco.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so yeah, it's like cheers. Everybody knows your name. That's what I want. I want that
Yeah.
whole, because that's me. I'm the meter greeter. Like I used to work for Dunkin' for 8 years, and before you got out of your car, if you were a regular mine, your coffee was sitting on the counter. And if you had like
Yep.
if you're a regular bagel or an egg sandwich or whatever, all of that would be sitting there before you even got out of your car and reach for the door.
I
Because I
worked
would
for
because I
Subway
would know your
for
car.
several years, and there was multiple people. As soon as they walked in the door, I was like, I had their sandwich done by the time they could
Yeah,
walk to the
and
end.
you're taking care of a person that's right there in front of you at the same time. It's like if I'm making a sandwich for this person, I'm going to make this. I'm making coffee for this person. I'm going to make that person's coffee, this person's coffee, and this person. It only takes 2 seconds. So
I got fired from that place because I wore my hat backwards all the time. and the manager installed some newfangled like computer system that she could
Yeah.
like look at on her phone all the time, and she'd start calling me all the time. Turn your hat around. Turn your hat around. I'm like, this is the way I roll. I was like, yeah,
The work is being done. The clients are being taken care of.
for
Everybody's
real,
happy. Yeah.
dude. I get yeah, they
Yeah.
get. I got reprimanded and given a raise at the same time.
Yeah.
They were like, "We're reprimanding you, but we're giving you a raise." It's like,
Make up your
is this
minds.
mixed messaging? What's
Yeah.
going on here? It's like
Just
I
a
know what I'm
little bit.
doing.
Yo yo.
You give me a little checklist to do. It actually the reason why that I left that job is because every morning I'd come there and there'd be a sink full of cold dishwater with knives in the bottom, like that you can't
Yeah,
see through.
that's yeah.
That's a safety hazard, man.
That is.
Uh, and I like when I started working there, I made it a thing. I was like, don't leave knives in the sink when I get here. I was like, please, whatever. I was like, do whatever. Leave me the worst mess ever.
Yeah.
Just don't leave knives
You
in the sink.
know,
And they kept leaving knives in the sink, like as a thing. You know, they'd leave extra. They'd like take all the knives and put them in the sink.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I
nope,
Hold on,
that's it.
buddy. Okay, that's it. Don't do it
Yeah,
anymore. Don't leave it. That's it.
hung up the hat, dude. I was like, peace, Subway.
All right. What were
for
you
a
saying, Al?
time I worked at a restaurant for a time, and when I was in there, I would do everything. I'd cook, I'd clean, I'd serve, I'd do the dishes, whatever. So they loved me there. But I had that same issue. I always, if I was at dishes, I said to them, "Do not put knives in that sink when I'm using it. If you are going to put a knife in there, you show me exactly where you dropped it down in the sink." And this one day, I reached in, and when I reached in and grabbed, they had the fish fillet knife through in there. Now that thing is like a razor blade. So I sliced two of my fingers and I held up my hand and I looked and I screamed. Who put the knife? You know who put the knife in there? The restaurant
Yeah.
That's what
owner.
I was afraid of. Yeah,
The restaurant owner. I
those
flipped out
sandwich
on them.
knives at Subway
That's a
come
lawsuit.
razor sharp, and they're like scalloped, so
Yeah,
that like the little inside parts stay razor sharp for like forever.
Hold
You
on.
yeah.
know.
So what did the owner say?
Oops.
Oops. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
said oops.
yeah,
I
your
went right
fault.
aboard him. I
Here's the
went right
hospital bill.
aboard him,
Thank you
man.
very much.
Little private restaurant. I went right aboard him. I said, "You want to keep me here?" I said, "You touch that sink again when I'm at it." I said, "And it's going to be your hands getting shoved down there, not mine."
Yeah.
I'm not
I
the
said,
only
"No,
one, huh? Yep.
All
no."
right. Now
See,
mine has nothing. Go ahead.
I'm a butcher by trade too, so I know exactly what it's like to be around all sharp instruments all the time. So safety is a very big priority for me when it
Hmm.
comes to that stuff.
Yeah. I
Yeah, for
mine
real.
has
It's
nothing to do
just
with
sharp
knives.
knives. It could hurt somebody. I'm like, have a little
Yeah.
respect, and like it didn't happen. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. No.
So back to my Dunkin' Donuts story. Um. Um. It was Christmas time, and this guy comes into Dunkin'. Two stories actually. This guy comes into Dunkin'. I'm working the overnight shift, and he gets done partying at the club. Yes, safety is number one priority, Rusty. And as a crazy Russian hacker says. And then and then
We all know who that is.
and
How
then
good is that?
now you threw me off, Rusty. So what was I talking about now? Crap. Oh, so
Christmas at Dunkin' Donuts.
thank you. So there's a club literally like around the corner, and where this Dunkin' Donuts was near a beach, so it was nighttime. And I would have officers drive by because I'm like the only person working the shift at night, other than the baker in the back room that he couldn't hear me. So this guy comes in and everything, and I mean, like a bunch of people come in and they're getting all their sandwiches because they're drunk. They want, you want to eat after you've been drinking. And the guy comes in and goes. He sees me with this big velour Christmas hat on, Santa hat with the ball and everything, nice and soft and plush. And he goes, "Can I get a small coffee and can I buy your hat from you? I'll give you $100 for it." I said, "Here you go. I'll take that $100. Give her that $100." I walked out. I walked out that night with $500 in tips. And this is being a coffee girl server at the counter making coffee and drinks. I mean, coffee and sandwiches and stuff. And then
Wow.
I went to work at another Dunkin' Donuts, and I was working with this Portuguese girl, and everybody on the shift before me has my station clean because they know I like it clean, and they know I like all my coffee hot and fresh. When I walk in, the coffee is dripping like it just got done being brewed. And so I'm looking. I had the hazelnut decaf, regular, and a French vanilla on my station. And then I looked behind me. Look at you with your that hot pepper. And then the person behind me had, I mean, the girl next to me had the dark roast, the really really dark roast. And you look at the pot, and it looked like it had not been changed or freshly brewed in like hours. So when you go to pour it, it looked like it'd be mud in your cup. And I told her to change it. She goes, "No, it's fine. I'm not going to change it." A guy, sure enough, comes in to get the coffee, and we each have our own tip cups. And so all my regulars come to me because they know my coffee's fresh and they know I'm fast and I get it exactly how they want it, color wise, everything. So the guy went to her and ordered that coffee.
He's expecting to get what he always gets from you.
No, well, he wasn't one of my regulars. But he
Oh,
went
oh.
to her. He came in for a dark roast coffee, and I said to him, I said, "I'm getting ready to make a fresh pot. If that doesn't taste good, come back. I'll give you a fresh cup." So as he left, and I could tell by the color of the coffee inside the cup, it was gross. So I went and made the coffee, dumped out, rinsed out the pot, made a fresh pot, had it ready. Sure enough, he came back. He had 2 sips of his coffee, and he said, "This is the most disgusting cup of coffee I've ever had. It's old, it's burnt, it's mud. Look at the
Oh.
color." I mean, it
Yeah.
was gross. So he goes, "I want it like this, and this." I said, "Okay, give me 2 seconds. Here you go." I go, "Take a sip and let me know because there's no charge to replace for that cup." He takes a sip and he says, "Oh my God, this coffee is so good." He dropped me a $5 bill.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because if I try to treat everybody, even in here, I try to treat you all like you're part of my family, you know, and give you the respect, the kindness, the warmth that I would want if I go
Yep.
someplace or just be around you. And if you can't respect and care for somebody as a fellow human being, then what are you doing? You shouldn't be on YouTube. You shouldn't be out there, period, you know, at
I
all.
don't know. You just need some help. I don't know.
No, I
Everybody.
don't.
Not you, say. But I'm just saying, like, there's people out there that just need some help. They get off the rails a little bit,
Yeah, yeah.
shepherd
But I
them
mean, but
back on.
I'm not gonna like shun them away. But if you're being totally rude and disrespectful, and no matter how nice I am to you and kind to you, and do whatever I can to help you, and then you
You
walk
just be
all
like,
over me,
oh God, yeah. If you do that, goodbye.
bye, see you later.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's happened. It's happened. I helped a friend to go see her grandfather before he died.
Yeah, I think there's a difference
Good
between
night.
like somebody that's just
Hold on, hold
like
on. Good night, Jackie. Sleep well, hon. Have fun at the Apple Festival tomorrow. Apple Butter Festival. You know what I'm talking
Right,
about. Have
Jackie.
fun.
I think there's a little bit of a difference between
Excuse me.
somebody who is kind of off the rails a little bit and, uh what do they call it? Uh I forget the word, just like making a scene of themselves to draw attention, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And as opposed to somebody who's trying to take advantage of somebody.
Oh, I got
And
taken advantage of by
yeah, I think
badly.
there's a total difference between those two people,
Yeah.
and I think like one of them, like I think should be shepherded back into the flow. And the other one is like, dude, yeah, you got to figure out what's going on. You're not part of this. What are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's hope for one, but not the other.
Well, I don't give up hope for nobody. You can't give up hope for nobody. You can't give up hope on the world. That we all live as much as people have taken advantage of this like thing, like we're all in this together. As
Yeah.
much as people have taken advantage of that uh point of phrase or whatever you want to call it, it's the truth. We all have to be here together and we have to figure this out.
Yeah, but there's a taking
That,
Well,
advantage I'm talking about is when you help somebody so much they go to see their grandfather before they pass away. They pass away. You pay for a rental for them to go see them out of your savings for your kids' Christmas gift. Then they die, and they're supposedly supposed to pay you back. They end up owing you $3,200 and skip out on you. There's a difference.
it's I
You know,
don't know.
you do everything to help them. You're there for them, and then, yep, exactly. And then they skip.
Eh,
And then,
can I just ask a
it's
question?
at the end. It's only $3,200. You
not
know,
when you're a disabled single mother. It's not.
dude.
How
5 years
old
ago,
are you,
I'd be like,
Scott?
"Here's $3,200," but right now, I'm like financially not in that position.
Hold on. What now?
I was born. I won't say how old I am, but I will tell you I was born in 1982. So if you can do some
Okay.
math, you could figure that out.
No, that's all right. I was just wondering because, like I said, I know where you're coming from with that, and it's good to give people chances and stuff like that, but there's only so many
Yeah, there's
chances
only
you can give
yeah, you
certain
only
people,
have
right?
so many cheeks to turn, right? That's the
Yeah,
other thing that I figured out. It's like you could be an ultra Christian person and turn so much. You only have so many cheeks to
yeah,
turn,
Oh,
bro.
I
You
turned
know,
cheeks. Let me tell you.
yeah. Well,
I
that's how I
this
was
is
my
what
whole life.
this is what this is
Okay.
getting at is you help someone, you help someone, you help someone, and it's still, no matter how much you try to help, it's still not going to ever be enough for that person. And they're only going to cause you grief, and those are the people that you know. Me personally, I would not. I would rather not be around them, just
I
because
can
I know
I can see how.
what I know what's coming. No matter how much they say they're going to change or they're going to do it
Mhm.
differently, or no, I make sure I'll get that back to you, or this, that, or whatever it is.
And that
End of
cousin
the
to
Well,
day,
be.
they
Oh
are
yeah.
not
people
changing.
people are a function of the people that they put around them. That's the
Yep.
other thing. Like people are very like a function of what is around them. And yeah, they can try to change and try to change and try to change, but unless they actually
Change their
change,
situation, they're not going to change.
yeah, yeah.
That's one of the things that I love about the community of people that I've found on here is that, it's like I said earlier, I haven't had any bad interactions with anyone that I've found on here. I haven't met anyone that was. There's been a few, and I'll say issues, very lightly issues, of just someone said the wrong thing at the wrong time or something like that. And it happens from time to time. I've let things slip out at the like that
Oh yeah,
I shouldn't
here
have
I
said
am
that.
with my 40, hardy
Yeah,
har, you know.
but like I said, the people that I have met on
I'm
here,
gonna put the camera
and
down for a second. My daughter's coming down.
okay,
Go ahead,
and
sweetheart.
it's just been so much positive support and positive feedback, and you want to go to bed too,
I
and
I I think that's what most of us
All
are
set.
actually here
Okay.
for. I
yeah,
think this is a place where like you end up where I think it's a really base uh emotion just to be like I want to grow some stuff. I want to just have a community where like people are chill. You know what I mean? I think that's really baseline, and I think that's where people end up when, yeah, especially if you start going off the rails and you come back to the baseline and you're like, I'm just
Well, I
here
mean,
for a
like
community.
me and my wife have been here, and we've been fairly isolated from everybody, especially with all this going on in the world and everything like that. She's sick and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
so we've been pretty isolated from everybody and everything. So I started in on the YouTube just as an escape, really, from just daily life and reality of what situation I'm in, and then I started meeting all of these wonderful people out there, and people that are in the same situations, different reasons, same situations, people with same interests, people that are just completely different altogether from interests that I wouldn't have even thought, okay, well, I could be interested in this, but I never really give it a second thought, you know what I mean, until I've started meeting these people and seeing what they're doing and saying, hey, that's interesting. And just finding the new friends and the new people, like
There's
now
lots
I'm
to.
not so isolated, and coming onto this whole thing with the StreamYard and being able to sit and chat one on one or two on two or 10 people in a room, and we're all talking and laughing and carrying on, and it's just been an amazing journey, and I wouldn't give up any of the friends that I've met on here for anything, right?
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome,
it
dude.
is.
Hold on, I'm just giving something to my daughter. She came down for something. Now I gotta type it to her. Go ahead, keep on typing. I mean, keep on typing. Keep on talking.
Even okay, we will start texting each other. Des doesn't want to listen to us anymore.
My daughter's on Discord, so something came on my phone, and I'm like, this is my second time using Discord. And I'm like, ah.
Yeah, I got to figure that out too because me and DJ are gonna go on and watch the Alone show. So I got to
Yeah,
try to
Uh,
figure that out. I have
I've
no
been
idea how to use
I've
it.
been
me neither.
binging the Alone show actually lately. That's weird that you bring. That is really weird that you bring that up.
All right, Jason,
Well,
have a good night. Sleep
I'm
well.
kind of a oh sorry.
That's really
All
weird.
terrain coffee is going to bed.
Cause that's exactly what I've been doing lately. It's been binging that Alone show.
I'm
I
a
did
bit of a
the
bushcrafter, so I watch that religiously. I've
so
seen
so
every
what
episode that's out,
what do
but
you
I'm
think?
watching it again.
What do you
What's that?
think? Who's your favorite like Alone person so far? What seasons have you watched?
I've watched them all.
All of them?
Yeah,
'Cause
they're on
I think I
season 9
watched
now.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I've been going back. I think I'm
Yeah,
on season 2 because I
1 to
skipped
5 is on
back.
Netflix. Um,
Yay.
God, my favorite.
Yeah, who's your favorite? Yeah. So I've known that one guy that killed a moose and the Wolverine and stuff. He's probably my
Yeah,
favorite.
he was a good one on there. Um, honestly, I would have liked to have seen Carly win that.
Oh, so many of those girls were such good
Yeah,
contenders.
yeah,
Oh my
because he
gosh.
was doing fantastic, and they pulled her for underweight.
Yeah,
I think I would have liked to seen her in a little bit of a better spot where she was able to catch a little bit more food, and I would have liked to see her take that.
and the
Um,
other girl that was on twice, and the second time she got hooked in the hand by her hook. Did
yeah,
you?
that was Carly.
I, yeah, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Yep, that's
because
exactly
she
what
came
I was
back.
thinking. Yeah, I'd like
She
to see
went
her.
to where was it? Patagonia.
Yep,
they went, and when she was in Patagonia, she was only there for a couple of days,
I
and she
felt
sat
for
there
that girl
for
so hard. Oh my
uh,
gosh. I was like, she
she's
had the perfect spot too. She was up off the point and the salmon were just like in that little eddy pool. And she's like, all I have to do is like fish. She's like, I caught a fish the first day. It's like, oh, I hooked myself.
yeah, and that
Oh,
went in. That was into the tendon. That was in,
yeah.
and she sat there.
Yeah.
She sat there for the entire night.
That was $1 million, dude. You know she
Well,
was at it, dude. You know.
I don't
I
think it
think.
was about. I don't think it was about the money.
Well,
I think it was
it's
about
dude.
her
The
wanting to
money
do it.
exists. It
Mm,
had to be a like thing that existed, you know. But
yeah,
what I think she did wrong is try to push it all the way through, and it was an tendon. And
yeah, but she tried to back it out, and it wouldn't back out. So the
yeah,
only
I
thing you
think
could do at that point is push through.
yeah. Well, it. I don't know. At the other end, the other place, there was that place with the flies only. Do you remember that was a later season? I do believe that they all had barbless hooks. So if you
Yeah,
watch them fishing, they lost a lot of fish because they didn't have any barbs on their hooks. They didn't really like go into that in the actual like show or whatever. You didn't know that, but I'm like, I know if you go and fish there, you have to have barbless hooks. So I was like, I know about that. They didn't really say that, but
well, this is something that we got into there last night on the 24-hour live was doing some little challenge camps like that. Just a 24-hour thing, go for the day and whatnot, stay overnight, but
hmm.
just take limited stuff, something like a mini type series of Alone. Um, and there's a few of us starting to get together on me and Johnny and Tennessee Bushcrafter, and there's a couple of others that were talking they were interested in doing it. So,
Are you guys gonna try it?
well, that's what I'm saying. We're just gonna do like a 24-hour.
Uh,
So leave in the
You
morning,
guys
come
are
back
way
the
off
next
to the
day.
east. That's a little bit too far of a drive for me, or else I'd be like, I'm down. If anybody is around here in the Rockies, I'm in Denver. We can go up and do the thing. There's nothing to really. There's no big game really. Like all the deer have been hunted out.
Yeah, no, we're not really gonna get into the whole hunting thing and everything like that. It's more gonna be just like a skills challenge type thing. Like let's go out and build a natural shelter, or let's go out and tarp camp, or stuff like that.
Yeah, because
Um,
they legalized wolves here a little while ago, and they eat all the deer. There's no deer to hunt up in the mountains anymore because they legalized all the wolves.
well, we got that problem here with coyotes. We don't have any deer here, but
Yeah,
the
I
coyotes
think
are.
the wolves and the coyotes are interbreeding here. I think is
I
what's
think they're
going on.
interbreeding up north in Canada too, but
Yeah, I
I'm
think
in
that's what's
Newfoundland,
going
so we
on.
don't have any wolves. Because they were hunted out in Newfoundland, all the wolves were.
Yeah, because
But
they reintroduced wolves in Wyoming, and they've moved down here, and actually Colorado has introduced some wolves too. And I do believe that the wolves that they introduced are interbred with
the
whatever
coyote, yeah.
the mutts and whatever. Who
Mm.
knows? Yeah.
But the coyote here are starting to become a problem because they're taking down the young moose, and they're taking down the rabbits population and the bird population that's around, and they're just a nuisance. And we're allowed to shoot them, but we gotta have a license for it. So I got
Oh
all of
wow,
that.
that's interesting. That's interesting. You gotta have a license for coyote.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
I'm up in Canada, right? So we gotta have a license for everything.
yeah, yeah. To even have a gun right there. You got a gun here? Are you shooting things?
Yeah. Oh, I gotta have a license for all of that. I gotta be
Oh man,
300 yards. from any
I'm
structure.
sorry for even saying that, Des. I got a squirt gun up on the wall. That's a.
I says pew pews, like pew pews, but gotta be 300 yards from any structure, any home or dwelling.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm really like cognizant about like those kind of things. I'm like ultra safe about those kind of things, and yeah, I'm still technically in the suburbs, but I got one.
Mm. Well, I was always safe and aware of all of my surroundings, especially when used them and stuff like that. When I was young, it was a lot less trouble, we'll say, with it because I
Yeah.
used to be able to go right in front of my home and just be on the road and set targets up down towards the water and use them.
Yep,
But
same here.
now I
Actually,
can't.
yay, right, yay, 4 or 5 miles away I could go, and yeah.
Yeah, now I
Nowadays,
can't.
it's like I'd have to go 50, 60, probably 100 miles till I get to a place where I could just, you know,
Yeah, go and have a bit of fun.
yeah, practice.
Yeah. Are you comfortable now? Yes.
It's so expensive, anyways, nowadays. You can't even.
Oh God, yeah.
I don't
You
know how
gotta
my
be
phone
saving up
became
for a while.
my phone. My earphones went muted on me, and I didn't even touch the button.
Johnny was having that issue a couple times last night. His microphone kept muting on him.
Yeah, I was like, "What's up with that?" First time I've ever seen that
He'd
happen.
be talking away, and we'd be like, "Johnny, we can't hear you, man."
I know. I was going, "Oh, it's so cute," and all of a sudden I look up, muted mic. I'm like, "What? I didn't mute nothing."
Are y'all yelling at us?
No, I was trying to say, "Oh, the
I was
kitty."
showing Doris laying down beside me.
Yeah, Doris.
Oh.
Doris is a talker. If you hear Doris talking in the background, it's great.
Yeah, she talks to me. It's a cat. Yeah.
Yep. See.
I don't know where my guy went. He's out in the hall or something. He's hopefully. Actually, I should go check on him. Hold on
Yeah,
a
one's
second.
one's upstairs with my daughter, and the other one's upstairs with my son. I, I'm down here all by myself. Ah, anyway,
Fun, fun.
he's been pretty busy over there. Um, DJ.
Yeah.
It's just him and Devil Dog up on the channel right now, and he's got 10 people watching, 18 thumbs up.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I got 3 people watching. And 15 thumbs up, which is fine because I had a feeling I told him, I said, everybody's going to come to your channel to hang out with you. You know that, right? He goes, no, they're not. They're going to come see you. I said, no, trust me, they're going to come hang out with you. I
Yeah.
said, I'll be there in the background as support. So I'm one
Well,
of the
like I said,
people.
DJ was not supposed to be really going on tonight, so
Yeah,
I had made it a point to say, because I said to you, I knew you were going on, so I said,
yeah.
okay, well, I'm gonna come over and hang out with you for tonight.
Hey, Ashley, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I appreciate it because I wanted to clear it with him first 2 days ago before I made
Yeah.
the live, and then Jackie mentioned it to me and him, and I'm like, yeah, I saw it this morning, which you knew, and then he messaged me and he goes, yeah, Jackie said that we'll be battling it out tonight for the live. And I said, yeah, I had checked with you first 2 days ago before I made the 8 o'clock live, and you said you weren't going live. He goes, yeah, I totally forgot about that. So, it happens. I'm just thankful that people came and are hanging out with me. So,
Yeah.
because usually I
Well,
try to do Friday night, but I'm trying to figure out if I switch, what day am I going to switch to? What time? Day or
when
afternoon?
Doc gets back here now, I'm gonna take off because I gotta get some sleep. I have to get up a little
You go
early
ahead. I'll
again.
hang out and wait for Scott, and Ashley's here, and So we
Well,
have
I
some.
can wait. I can wait for him to come back. He's not going to be
Okay.
too long, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't want you to have to worry about I've been hung out by myself for a while.
Yeah, it's okay.
I appreciate it
It's
though. That's
always nice to
kind.
have someone to chat with, though.
Yeah,
Well,
it is. It is. Now
I
this
knows
whole
what it's like.
weekend, we're gonna do. So you guys are gonna go out and do something together as a couple, which is awesome. So what's the
Well,
plan? The nature hike?
tomorrow I gotta get up and I gotta go and get a turkey because our Thanksgiving is Monday.
Okay.
So I might be online tomorrow for a little while because I gotta do some editing on my videos and stuff like that to get my stuff ready for Monday. Um, Sunday is just gonna be us day, and I think we're just gonna turn off the phones and just sit down and probably watch some movies or something like that. We're just gonna avoid YouTube altogether. I
I
think
don't blame
after.
you. I think that'd be nice just to spend some quality time together. If you
Well, we
guys,
both since see for the past while too. Nicole has been on here with me a lot, and she's been really helping out and doing stuff. Now that looks good. See. She's been really helping out a lot, and she's been doing a lot of moderating and in and out of rooms and
All right,
really
yeah.
picking up
it's a
supporters and
cooking
that for my
show
channel.
now.
Hold on. I'm talking to Al real quick. Yeah,
All
I've
right.
noticed that she's been in a lot of modding a lot of areas.
Yeah. So she's been. I taught her how to use some of the stuff and how to get involved with it and that, and little topics and that to try to avoid and stuff like that. And sometimes the stuff gets brought up and she looks at me with a funny look and I was like, I didn't bring it up. I don't bring it up. Just avoid it. Just ignore it or
Yeah.
something.
Change the subject. Figure it out.
Yeah,
You'll work
but
it out. Yeah.
she's gotten good with a lot of that stuff, and it's like when certain comments and that comes up, and she looks at him, she looks at me, and I says remove it. She'll go and remove stuff,
Yep.
but
Yep.
I don't know.
we
I
we both been tangled up in it, so
It's
we're
kind of
just
good because you
gonna
guys,
take a break.
yeah, you guys, well, at least you're spending time together in that respect. And then
Yeah,
to get away from, and if you guys like board games and movies and, cards and stuff like that, even a puzzle, you know,
yeah.
sitting outside enjoying nature, just something as a couple, that's awesome.
But
Yeah.
see, when we go out in nature, a lot of times we'll film. Now she doesn't be on camera, but I'll be filming and doing
Mm.
stuff, and we'll be
Yeah, but I'm,
talking
I'm
back
just,
and
uh,
forth.
I'm just like hang out in the back porch. You look at
Yeah,
go find a mountain somewhere, go sit up there and just chit chat and hang out, have a
yeah.
picnic. Yeah.
But I'm gonna take off and go to bed because it's after
Go to sleep.
midnight here again now. So
Yes, I know you're an hour and a half ahead of me, hon.
yeah,
You too have a good night. Good night, Doris.
Doris is already asleep.
I don't
So
hear
was
him yelling.
Nicole.
Then it's your turn. You go
Now
sleep
it's
and
my
enjoy
turn.
yourself.
What are you
You have a
doing, adding peppers?
yeah. He's adding. Is that lemon? Is that
That's
that
that
lemon
lemon. That's
pepper?
that lemon one. Yeah,
Ay ay
nice.
ay.
All right. Well, it was
Hombre.
nice meeting you, Scotty.
He's headed to bed.
I'm off to bed
I
for
think
night.
he's so busy his hands. You got no
Yeah.
sound, Scotty.
Oh, it's nice meeting you. Uh, yeah, it was super awesome meeting him.
Yeah.
I hope he does
Okay.
super awesome.
He
Yep.
You
is.
guys have.
You take care, Al. Get some rest and enjoy your time with Nicole.
Oh, I will enjoy that pizza.
Oh yeah, I just turned on the oven. It worked up an
All right.
appetite tonight.
Good night, guys.
Good
Thanks for having me
night.
up, Des. Good
Thanks for
night,
having
everyone in
hanging out with
chat.
me.
You're welcome anytime. And you're
Thanks for
always welcome
chilling,
on my
dude. It
back
was
step.
nice to
Don't
meet you.
forget that.
I will be there. Jeez. Oh gosh. Awesome, awesome dude.
Yeah, he definitely has it going.
Yeah, he's very I love him. He's like very laid back. His wife is the bomb. It's just they're just very down to earth, cool. folks.
He doesn't seem like a reset guy like me that, I needed to try it again.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
No.
knew that about me, but I've
No,
had to
you
try
you
this
said it.
again.
You said it. You said it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not proud, but I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to, help people with the way forward. If I'm
Yeah.
not perfect, but I'm still going.
That's all we can do is keep on going, right? Onward
Yep.
and forward. Actually, one step at a
Onward and
time.
upward.
Yeah.
I'll launch you to a moon or beyond. You better watch out, Des.
Don't put me in a different galaxy now. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I got a mod for that actually.
Oh
Actually,
good.
that's what that's what KSP2 does is add extra suns. We can go.
Yeah.
It's not a
I want to.
galaxy. It's just extra what stellar, interstellar. That's what it is.
I have to make sure
Let
that
me go.
nobody's messaged me. Okay, nobody's messaged me. I'm like, I feel like somebody's trying to message me. No, it's nobody's messaging me. It's just me hearing noises.
I'm thinking about putting some of that really hot pepper on there. Should I do it?
No.
Yes.
Oh, I don't want to watch.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I just want to see what it tastes like. I'm gonna save the seeds out of this anyway, so I gotta cut it up and dry it out. Ooh!
My goodness. I want to see
Oh
what it
my
looks.
gosh!
Shouldn't you have gloves on when you're touching this extra hot stuff?
Yeah, probably.
You better go wash your hands and not touch your
No,
face.
I'm all right. You don't know me. Yeah, it's like I'll scratch somewhere private later and remember
Oh
it.
my god. Oh
I'm
man.
used to it. I'll know what it is, though. I'll be like, oh, shouldn't have done that.
For all who are
Oh my,
watching, welcome. He's
oh
about
my
to touch
gosh.
a really hot pepper and put it on his pizza with his other hot pizza pepper.
Watch, you want to see how big of a piece of this
Oh my
pepper I'm willing to
gosh.
eat? This is okay. As a sane
Now,
person,
now I'm dying here. And I'm gonna take out my fan because now you're making me.
this. Do you see this little
Yeah,
piece?
yeah, I saw that little piece.
That's a that that's bigger than I should eat. Watch how red I turn after I eat this. Oh my god, it tastes so good.
It's coming.
Yeah, it takes like a good 30 seconds to even do anything.
Yeah, but you can see the colors, like the colors coming.
Yep, here it comes. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. I remember that. It's such good taste though. It's such good taste. It's
Oh my
totally worth it.
gosh. Look at you.
It
Yeah,
is worth it.
you're sweating to death. Your hands have the
It
hot
is.
pepper
My
all over it.
mustache is sweating. See, I put the Kangstar Lemon Starburst on this side.
Yep.
I'm gonna put the chocolate Trinidad on the other side.
Just leave me one slice with just pepperoni and cheese.
I'm only gonna make. Oh my gosh! Now I'm salivating.
It's just crazy.
I'm gonna make one slice with that. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna put this in the oven.
All right, no problem. I don't know who's watching still, but if you're still watching, let me know. And hit the thumbs up if you haven't. I would greatly appreciate it. Sorry, it's really quiet. Everybody's deserted me at the moment that was up here. Mr. Scott is putting the pizza in the oven. Al went to sleep. Johnny, I'm sure, went back to sleep. Others that I was hoping would be here are not here. But thank you for those that are watching quietly in the background. I appreciate you all. Come on, Mr. Scott. You don't show up, I'm leaving the live. I hope everybody had a nice day and is going to have a great weekend. Just be safe. Ashley, you don't have to hang out here if you don't want to, hon. It's really quiet, and those that are still watching, you don't have to hang out either if you don't want to. I appreciate it. We're coming up to close to 3 hours. I have Mr. Scott here, DJ. I would love to, but I'm hanging out with Mr. Scott. I was hoping others would come hang out with me, but like I said to you earlier, they were all going to your live, and sure enough, they did, and I'm glad.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back.
13 minutes and my ultra crazy hot pizza is done.
Yeah, I want to be here when you bite the first bite.
I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna eat the whole thing. I need the calories.
Yeah, I'll probably crash after that.
No, you don't know me. Yeah, I just eat it some like 2 million Scoville peppers and I'm all right. No milk. I'm okay. It's still burning a little bit. I can feel it.
Yeah, I know. I know. I just blows my mind.
It
I don't know how.
what it does to me is like the endorphins is like super crazy. I don't know, like it's my physiology or whatever. Like the endorphins affect me more than the heat, and I really enjoy it.
Nothing wrong with enjoying something you like. I
It's
just,
natural, you know.
yeah, I just don't think I could handle it because I can barely handle a regular hot, a regular black, sorry, a regular black pepper when it's freshly grounded. I can barely handle that heat.
Yeah, I'm still feeling that.
Yeah,
I'm
I can
still
see
feeling
it.
that chalk. You see?
I
Look
can
at
see it. Yeah, I can see. You're like you're sitting back in that chair going, oh. You taking a pepper? I'm like, I'm bringing out my fan. I'm like,
I saw you
oh.
with the fan. I get the psychosomatics too.
I'm like, I don't think I could. No, no, definitely not handle that one.
Yeah, that one is a ride. I'd imagine that's probably about like what the Packy chip is, but it doesn't taste terrible.
Yeah.
Tastes awesome. Like the taste of that. Actually, that isn't totally ripe. It didn't have the like fully fruity flavor of the ripe ones,
Uh huh.
but It's good. It still tastes good. It's
Yeah.
not bad, you know.
Yeah.
And for being slightly green, it is really. I was a little worried that it was going to be lacking, but I'm like, nope.
Nope, not lacking.
This thing's going on. And I itched my nose a second. Now my nose is burning. I touched this cigarette, and I'm probably going to die from smoking it.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. Did you wash your hands from those 2 peppers?
Nope.
Dude.
Nope. Gonna die.
Oh my goodness.
Do
You
you,
just
do you know
touched
who
2
Ted?
hot. Wait a minute. Let me finish this. You just touched 2 hot, as Peanut would say with Jeff Dunham show, hot peppers. Yes. And then you're having a cigarette, and the stuff is on your hands, and you're just
Yep,
oh
it's on the hands. Yep, it's
yeah.
on the hands.
Oh my god, dude.
No, do you know who Ted Barris is?
No.
He called himself the fire-breathing idiot, and he actually loaded some of these dried peppers into a smoking apparatus and tried to smoke it. It's one of the most hilarious videos on the internet. He
Yeah.
survived.
I don't think if I could do peppers or anything like that, I don't think I could survive inhaling it like that. You might as well become a dragon and start breathing out fire. Or it's coming out the backside because you're tooting too many times. Right, April?
Oh, I'll remember this. I'll remember it. I eat hot peppers all the time. It's like, yeah, I go to sleep sometimes, you know, itch and scratch somewhere a little bit private. It's like, oh, ooh,
Wash
icy
those
hot,
hands.
icy hot.
No, that's not icy hot. That's
Just hot,
that's hot.
hot.
Yes. That's Peanut and Jose Jalapeno on a stick. Hot on a stick. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'll be fine. It's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
You don't believe it. You kind of get used to it. Like, do you know who Johnny Scoville is? Yeah, just Google Johnny Scoville. He used to be worse than I am, and eat these things like 5 at a time, like all day long. And he used to like go to hot pepper eating contests and win $1 million because he could just like stand it. I don't know. And Operation what or what? There's Operation Capsaicin. He's more of a newbie kid actually. What's the other capsaicin guy?
Okay, I found him. Johnny Scoville. A man from America describes himself as a chili head. He has a YouTube channel called Chase the Heat with over 67,000 subscribers, where he describes, I'm sorry, where he posts all things chili related. He
Yeah.
tries and reviews some of the hottest chili peppers he can find, and his subscribers love it. You
He
guys
just
are
he just eat
crazy.
this whole thing. He's crazier than I am. And he barely breaks a sweat too. It's crazy. He's bald too. You can see all the sweat. Like if he sweats, you can see it.
Totally crazy.
I've seen him lose some challenges though. Sorry. There's some crazy people out there.
Yeah, there's definitely some crazy people out there when it comes to hot stuff. Oh my gosh, no way. No. I'll just stay
Yeah,
in my
Johnny
I'll
Scoville's
stay in my
fun.
little corner of the world to stay with the nice sweet
He's really
stuff.
nice too, actually. He's a really nice person. Yeah, in real
Oh,
life.
I believe it.
He's totally cool.
I believe it, but I like to keep my intestines, my esophagus, my rear end, my mouth
I
all
don't think
intact.
I don't think the pepper capsaicin actually burns any of your like insides. It's just like your stomach acid. If like your body isn't okay with it, your stomach acid goes everywhere,
Can
and
you
that's
imagine
what
finding out you have an
messes you up.
ulcer this way? You know, when you have an
Well,
ulcer that
you'll
stays
know if
from
you
hot,
have an
spicy
ulcer
stuff.
and you're eating
Right.
these.
Right?
Yeah, you'll know. Yeah,
Exactly.
my friend's dad used to be like my fellow pepperhead in the neighborhood. Every time I grow like a super hot pepper, I'd share it with him. But yeah, he got ulcers, and it's like, yep,
Yeah.
you can't share with him no more.
Yep. That's why I'm like, can you imagine? No.
It's
No,
actually
no.
this Mexican guy that I was helping move's
Yeah.
brother. It's actually his dad. So, all in the family.
Yeah.
Actually, their family is taking care of me a lot. If I ever need anything, if I have nothing and I just need to get fed, I could go over there and they'd help me out. They've
That's
been,
awesome.
yay. It's
It's
good to
always,
have people like that in your life.
yeah, it is. And let me tell you, they'll feed you.
Yep. That's why I went and moved.
Yeah.
I'll move your washer and dryer, bro, if you feed me.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Excuse
yep,
me.
that's
Sorry.
what I did today.
Yeah.
Happy to help.
Ugh.
For sure. How long's my pepper pizza got? 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
I've been on for 3 hours. I'm waiting for you to have that first bite.
Well, I'll start on the chocolate Trinidad bite for you if you want to. It'll
You don't
be
want
so
to.
I'll just love it. It'll just be me loving a piece of pizza.
That's funny.
It'll make you hungry.
No, it won't. Not with the pepper on it, it won't.
You get the psychosomatic reactions like I do. That's why I love watching those pepper videos. I can only watch a couple of them at a time because, yeah, I get the psychosomatic reaction. I get start sweating and stuff. The guy that I got these peppers from, it's funny if you're looking up channels. Neil from the Hippie Seed Company.
Let's see.
I think his channel's just called the Hippie Seed Company here on YouTube. And yeah, you could see he gave one of these peppers to like 5 people at a time and had 5 people eat them. And like I think only 2 of them lasted to the end. the other the other 3 were like, we gotta bounce, bro.
That's funny. Oh, he spelled it with a Y. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hippie is also spelled with IE.
IE, yep.
Yeah.
I think
But the
that's the
way,
original.
that's what I
Hello,
thought.
Radio Jonesy. Hello.
Hey, Jonesy. You missed Al, and you missed Johnny as well. Al just left about what 15 minutes ago, Scott?
Hey, yeah, not too long
Yeah,
ago.
he went
Maybe
to bed.
yeah, 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Because it hasn't
Nicole
been
was
15.
asleep. Yeah, it feels like it. Nicole was sleeping. Doris was sleeping. I know you've been sleeping. It's morning over there. He's in Australia. Um, and then Johnny was in here. He got a little bit of sleep, and then
Oh, he's
he's
an
there for,
Aussie?
yeah. Jonesy's an Aussie, and then Johnny says he has to work tomorrow, so he had to go to bed soon. He probably already crashed. Glenn's
Yeah,
sleeping
Jonesy,
too.
look
April.
up the Hippie Seed Company. Get some seeds from Neil without having to pay $40 import fees or whatever. I don't even think you can import seeds from Australia anymore at all. I think it's like totally cut off
I think he can't. What import to Australia? Probably
from
not. Oh,
Australia.
from
Yeah.
Australia. I know that you have to go through if you want to bring your pet with. You have to make sure your pet is up to date on everything, and then you have to have the papers, and then you have to also put your dog in quarantine for 10 days to make sure that they didn't catch anything between the vet time and landing in Australia. So very, very strict when it comes to everything because they don't want their
Anything
animal
coming in,
right.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they really locked down after like all the virus and stuff.
Not just the virus, but it was even before that because Johnny Depp and his ex-wife Amber were he was doing filming for Pirates, I think, and Stricter in Tasmania, Stricter where he's at, and they brought in their dogs, but Johnny didn't know the whole story. She wanted to bring the dogs in without papers, and the assistant to her and the person that's in charge of things back in his estate said, no, you can't bring your dogs because they don't have their papers. They have to go into quarantine. Blah 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 blah. And she snuck them in on the private
She
jet.
snuck them in.
She did. And they asked her, do you have anything to claim? And she goes, no, because she didn't want her dogs in quarantine. And
Right. Oh man.
it got out with pictures and stuff because them being
Busted.
actors, they got busted. And then she lied about the whole thing, saying, "Oh, my assistant did this and my assistant did that." And the assistant was like, "No, I didn't. I told her she could not take those animals, and she did anyway." And Johnny had no clue. Go get your pizza.
Yep, gotta go get the pizza.
Go get your pizza. Yeah, it was huge. I couldn't. I'm like, and it's still big because they want to prosecute her for lying. He's got two of the hottest peppers on his pizza, Jonesy. It's crazy. Two different ones, one flavor on one side, one flavor on the other side. I'm waiting to hear if they why does he have two different he likes hot stuff. He's crazy. One of them is the what was it? It was a lemon starburst pepper. And the other one was what's the other one? It's a chocolate something or other. The chocolate something or other. So he's got a lemon starburst yellow pepper on one side, sliced a little thin, and then he's got that chocolate one. He is totally crazy. He likes hot stuff. I wish I had kept the tabs open for the peppers. They were pretty cool. Both of them were actually pretty cool looking. Al saw the peppers. He's like, "Oh no!" I was like, "Nope." Are you working today? What's your plans for today? Jonesy, what's your you like hot stuff but not food. I don't like that hot spicy. I don't like hot Tabasco sauce. I don't like hot barbecue sauce. Anything like that. Whoever's here besides me and Jonesy and April and Mr. Scott, who's getting his pizza. Up here he comes with his pizza. Scott, what was the name of the you got the lemon starburst, and what was the other one? Oops, hold on. All right.
I'm back.
All right, tell me, okay, you had the lemon starburst pepper, and what was the other pepper? Chocolate,
The Hippie Seed Company's Chocolate Trinidad Scorpion. That's
chocolate
what I got.
Trinidad scorpion, but you said it was a different name. Okay.
No, that's what it's called. The Hippie Seed Company Chocolate Trinidad Scorpion. That's the name of the pepper. Haven't made it to it yet. That was just regular pizza. All right, this next bite, I'm going in.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have both have that? Oh no, you said you were putting half and half. One half one flavor, one
Mm-hmm.
half the other.
Yeah, I went all out the first bite.
Is that the Trinidad
This is
one
the
or
hottest one, yeah.
okay.
It's not too bad on pizza, actually. Yeah, it's standable. It's good.
Okay.
I'd order that at a restaurant. Yeah, that's a $20 like extra. Yeah, it tastes awesome. I don't want to sit here and eat in front of you. I
well
did
then
bring some
well
milk
then
though.
turn up the camera and that way you can eat and then you know.
All right. Yeah, I don't want to eat in front of you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's all right. I'm fine. Tastes awesome, and I have the lemon starburst. I'll get back on it and eat that one too in front of you
All
if
right.
you want to
That's
see
yeah,
me.
I want to see that one too. Your face is and your face color didn't change. You're still red. Yeah, it's a crunchy frozen. Is that the frozen pizza?
No,
What?
this is Papa Murphy's. You get it. They sell them for $5 on Fridays. Can get a thin crust
Nice.
pepperoni that you bake yourself.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah, my son makes
it's
pizza
always
from time
good
to time.
stuff.
Yeah, it's crunchy. It sounds good. All right, eat your pizza. You can turn off the camera if you want to. He dropped completely out. He's gone. Totally gone. You just dropped right out of there, Scott. That's all right. Anyway, yeah, my plans for tomorrow. Let's see. Laundry, catch up on YouTube, watch The Equalizer. That's funny, Mr. Scott. Excuse me. So basically, pretty much what I do every day that I'm home, not at the cottage. Catch up on YouTube, catch up on Paramount TV shows that I love, like NCIS, Equalizer, that kind of stuff. Have you gone and seen DJ Jonesy? He's also live. Looks like they're watching video gameplay. Okay, they're watching GJ's video of playing a video game, I think. April, you weren't tired? I'm surprised you're still up. Or you not feeling that good with your legs, hon? Ah, I appreciate you popping in. I had Rusty in here. I had All Terrain in here. aka Jason. I had Al. I have you. Who else did I have? April, of course. She popped in. Jackie popped in. DJ popped in for a second or two. But I said that I was live, so he wanted me to come over to his channel. I'm so sorry, April. Yeah, it'd be hard to sleep, sweetie. You can't if you raise them up, they hurt. If you don't raise them up, it's It's a never-ending battle. Aw, Jonesy, I appreciate it, hon. Sometimes I don't feel like some people love me anymore. But, you know, everybody's got their favorites, right? Which is fine with me. I like hanging out with you all too. And you play really good music too, by the way, Jonesy. So, April, before I forget to tell you, you guys will probably hear it too, but I'm going to the doctor's on Wednesday. No, wound specialist on Thursday for my legs. So that should be fun. Hey, I got 6 people hanging out. Welcome for that 6th person that came in. Aw, April. I appreciate it. Thank you. That means a lot, really. It really does. I have to go. I have to go see a specialist. I've never been to a wound specialist, but with my lymphedema cellulitis, it caused a couple of big sores in the back of both of my legs. So they have to go get taken care of before they get too bad. They're about this big on the back of each calf. So, or actually a little bit below the calves. I'm not looking forward to it. They're gonna touch my skin. I'm gonna jump. But that's life. I just put on a brave face and I just say, "Hey, I'm here." But yeah, I gotta go. And then next month I go for I had 2 vials of blood taken from my doctors on Wednesday. Find out if I'm okay. He wants to put me on high blood pressure. I said no way. And that's how we left it. Exactly. Just do my thing. Yeah, it's really bad. And we've been using bandages and stuff at home and antibiotics and stuff like not antibiotics. What is it? Neosporin, but it's not enough. I don't know if you know anything about lymphedema cellulitis, but when you get sores in your legs and the fluid's trying to push down, mine is more rare. It doesn't. The fluid does not like to come back up, so my legs stay swollen unless I'm laying flat on my back or on my stomach. Then my left one will come back to normal. My right one will still be slightly swollen. But I also am dealing with osteoarthritis in both my knees and legs. So I'm having that as well going on with my my lower half. But it causes sores, and if they don't fluid, it's got no place to go. The sores form, and then they pop open like big water blisters, basically. So yeah, sorry, it's not a pretty image, but yeah. So I just smile and I take it with a grain of salt and keep my cheerful self going and hang out with you all. I got 7 people watching. Holy smokes. Where'd you all come from? Is DJ's live over? It is. No, I can't elevate my leg. If I elevate my leg, it cuts me off at the hip, and that's part of where your circulation is. So I can't elevate. I have to, when I lay flat is the only time my legs, and also I have osteoarthritis, so my legs cannot go up because they hurt my knees. Like I can't I when I lay flat, my knees feel like they want to snap in half. And then when I try to raise them up, it cuts me off at the knee. So then, when you bend your knees, it cuts you off at the knee, which again cuts off some of your circulation. So You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. That's what happens when you overwork your body. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate it. And welcome. Yeah, I overworked my body. I was working 4 jobs, trying to support my family, and I ended up getting really, really sick. You ate all the pizza? Holy smokes, dude! With those two those 2 hot peppers up on that pizza? I don't know how you did it. No way. You're very welcome, Julie. But yeah, it's. I just put on a brave face and just get up, throw on my leggings and no shoes, and I go and start my day and have a cup of coffee and walk around with my walker, or I get pushed around in my wheelchair when I go out to the stores with my kids. And, you know, I'm still cheerful. I'm still me. So, anybody else have any big plans this weekend? April, you guys have any big plans this weekend? I try to be sweet to everybody, Julie. It's just my personality. Oh, good. I hope you have a great time with your grandmom. In Colorado or outside of Colorado? Julie, sometimes being sweet gets me nowhere, let me tell you. But that's just my nature. Oh, okay, inside Colorado, cool. You're building some new chicken tractors, huh? Uh, do I have a twisted tongue or what? Okay. You should take some pictures. Well, if you can with your phone or whatever. If the leaves are changing, take some pictures. I want to see some fall pictures and show me at the next live. I would love to see the pictures. I'm lucky if I see 2 fall trees down here in northern Florida. I imagine it is. Well, that's good. Julie, good music and everything? Or is it so loud that it comes through your house? Or is that where you go to hang out? Yeah, I've always wanted to see an aspen up close because they're close to the birch tree in New England with the white bark. Yeah, I believe it, Julie. I believe it. I live down here in southern Florida. I mean, sorry, northern Florida, down here in the south. And not that because I'm in the south, but because people like to blast the bass of their cars, stereos, and the windows rattle. When you're sitting in your car listening to your music and it's blasting, you can't even hear yourself think. Never mind your classic rock music. Yeah, over your TV and everything. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's my thing, Scott. I have up on my wall. I don't know if you can see it, like behind my love seat. Oh, hold on, right there. I have a picture with fall trees, and then that one right there. I have a picture with fall trees on it. This one's like a photo, picture, drawing thing. And this is an oil painting. Then I have another oil painting put away. I love fall. It's my favorite season. All the yellows, oranges, and reds. There's this photographer. He did an album. I'm sorry. He did a calendar of where I used to live in Marblehead, Mass, which is next to Salem, Massachusetts. And he's up in Vermont taking photos right now. Yeah, fall is. There's just something about the beauty of fall and the colors, and also a good fireplace and snuggle under a blanket, hot cocoa, coffee, whatever. And so he's taking a bunch of pictures up in Vermont, which I'm excited to see. I want to see like that's what I want to see from everybody. It's like what fall looks like in their neck of the woods. Yeah, yeah. I've been told I sound like Bob Burger's wife. People, Jonesy has me recorded. Yeah, Massachusetts is beautiful down in Boston Garden at down in Boston Garden and then along the Charles River. And then if you go Western Mass, you've got the Berkshires. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I used to live in Massachusetts for 38 years. Annapolis, Maryland for 2 years. So I got to see fall there. And then I moved down here, been here for 12 years. I'm lucky if I see 2 or 3 trees a year turn color. I miss my colors. I'm gonna have to look these guys this Bob Burger. I gotta hold on. I gotta check something out real quick. I'm gonna see if it's on this site that I go to. See if I can find at least one episode to watch tomorrow. Oh, I did. I found it. The whole season one. See what you're doing to me, Jones? I'm gonna have to go watch tomorrow. Forget catching up on YouTube videos. I'll be watching Bob Burgers and see what I sound like to your ears. Hi, all that are watching. Welcome, welcome. If you can, please hit the thumbs up and let me know you're here. Are you having any side effects, Mr. Scott? I don't drop the R, Jonesy. Park the car in Harvard Yard. I you know, park park the car in Harvard Yard. I mean I could do it that way too, but park the car in Harvard Yard. I thought you said you were done with your pizza. What part of Tennessee? I was baptized at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and my mom lived in Woodlawn, Tennessee, and we would go everywhere in Clarksville. That Western Tennessee. Hey Josh, I'm glad you popped in. Give me a thumbs up before you go and leave me. That's all right. I'm up here all by my lonesome. I'm trying to keep a conversation going, paying attention to chat, and I'm just glad you even popped in to say hello. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Eastern. I mean, doesn't Western Tennessee also have fall? I mean, it's in Eastern Tennessee for sure, because you got North Carolina and the mountains and all that stuff nearby. But well, nobody's up here, Scott, so I gotta pay attention to the chat. Okay. Yeah, my mom sold her house in Woodlawn, Tennessee after my stepdad passed away, and she moved to New York, and then from New York she moved to Ohio. Clarksville is Western Tennessee. It's above Nashville to the west a little bit, and on the border of Kentucky by Hopkinsville. I think it's what it's called. Hopkinsville? Yeah. East Tennessee, East. Hey, Rebecca, welcome back, hon. I thought East Tennessee was over by the border of North Carolina and South Carolina and Virginia, that way. West Tennessee is the other way, and that's where Clarksville is. Nashville, but you say Nashville, Tennessee is East Tennessee. That's West Tennessee. Okay, I'm confused. I always thought if this is Tennessee and this is North Carolina, South Carolina, Nashville's that way. Clarksville's that way. Now I gotta get on a map. Okay, it doesn't seem that west. It doesn't seem that central to me because it seems like it's more west when it's up north, whereas Memphis is definitely west. And east for me is Knoxville, Pigeon Forge, that way. Well, Clarksville is west, is more west than Nashville, that's for sure. But for me, all of that is west because I've always lived on the east side of the United States. Furthest west I've been is Panama City and Clarksville, Tennessee, until I went to go visit my friend up in Oregon. I'm still going. I'm a talker. If I got people to talk to, okay. Yeah, see now that you say I'm still going, I'm starting I'm like wah wah wah. Where's Jonesy with his sound effects? He's redoing his studio. That's what he's doing. So what else is going on this weekend for anybody? I think we'll hear from David tomorrow. For sure, I think we will hear from David tomorrow. Who's coming? Oh, me? I'm coming back again. I'm going at it, huh? I love the glassware behind you in front of the mirror. Glassware and a mirror. I don't have a mirror unless it's in the bathroom. Glassware. You mean over here? That's my galley kitchen right there. Ow! I have a tiny galley kitchen. Oh, cool. You gonna do a restoration on that vice? You're gonna lug that to your grandma's? To Pokemon Forest. Where do you think he's gonna Pokemon? Where do you think he's gonna be at? You think he's gonna be south or back close to home? That's okay. It's really if you didn't see it from straight on, you would not have realized it. Not at all. Now you want to see something that we did do? Oop, I'm taking you for a little ride for a second, folks. All right. You see this right here? This white cabinet? The back end, right? This back end in the corner over there completely broke at the bottom, and it completely broke on the bottom. Here we go. So my kid took out these four cabinets there and here, took everything out, took everything off the top, pushed it away from the wall, raised it in the back corner with some wood pieces. Oh, there's my coffee sign. Speaking of coffee, um, and raised it back up again. So now everything is level in my pantry area because I have such a small galley kitchen that's my pantry and coffee bar. Sorry about my hand there, folks. Yeah, I've got my Onto kitchen cabinets here. My galley kitchen, I hate the way they designed it back in the 90s. It's like you walk in, you got the fridge, you got a tiny little kitchen, then a stove, another kitchen. Yeah, he sure can. I like riding along with him too. But he's got to watch those bumps because I get motion sickness. You know, being in the back and having to watch, you know? And so I know who this is. and it's great to see you hanging out with me. And yeah, the 4 foot kitchen, the 4 foot kitchen of the '90s. Yes. Oh, it's so small. I wish I could take like I wish I had you on. You guys had. Blah, blah, blah. I wish I had you on my phone during this live so you could see this kitchen. It's like 4 blocks across, and you've got your refrigerator, a small countertop, your stove, a small countertop. Then you turn around the other side, and you've got your dishwasher, you got your sink, dish drain on top, double sink, and then a little bit of counter space on the other side. My cabinets, I can reach like only the front of it and up on top, and I can't put anything. There's no shelf up above. Not that you could reach it anyway if you wanted to, but I can barely reach inside my cabinets. It is the worst design ever. Like they should have done it like a U-shape galley kitchen, where you could have had the space that goes from the dishwasher over to next to the stove. That could have been your counter spot, and put the dishwasher on the other side of the sink. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us, Julie. You have a beautiful evening and a great weekend. I usually try to do Fridays, but that might change up, so you're welcome to come hang out anytime. Pocomoke, where do you think David will be? Will he be on the road heading south, or will he be on the road heading north? Oh gosh. But yeah. Anyway, so what else is going? People got plans for this weekend. What are they planning on doing? I kind of want to go to Havana tomorrow. They're having a pumpkin festival, but I'm not quite sure. Or stay close to home and just watch YouTube all day and not have to worry about the kids pushing me everywhere. Any exciting plans with anybody this weekend? Yard sales, flea markets, road trips. Oh, good, Mr. Scott. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful time together. I know you were saying you were going to go. It's always nice to spend time with your grandma. Mine passed away, so I don't have that chance anymore. So, not that she would make it to her age now. She'd be over 110. That's awesome. Take her to her favorite place to eat or someplace to sit and watch. Whatever she likes to do. Wow, that's really cool. Enjoy her while you can. I got to see my grandma 2 weeks before she passed away from cancer. So, yeah, enjoy her while you can. Anybody else have any special plans this weekend? I want to know where Pokemoke went. He was talking to me. We were talking about David. I want to know if he's in the south, going back north, or if he's north, coming down south. That's awesome. Gotcha. And what about Sunday? Same thing? If I'm screaming, I'm sorry. I usually end up like that with I got headphones on. I have to take one off the ear so I can hear myself talk. Well, I've been on for 3 hours and 43 minutes. Well, that's good. He deserves some time off to be home for the weekend. I know that he wants to work on the bus and he likes to ride around on his new motorcycle. So that's cool. Okay, Scott. So I wonder if he's going to do a road trip on his motorcycle, stay close to home, and work in the yard and tend to the chickens and stuff. Or he's going to be working on the bus, or a combo of all three. Which means he probably won't drive until Monday. Which means I'm going to miss that Monday. Well, no, I'll watch if I get to the cottage for volunteering early. I can watch him if he gets on the road, and I can watch him head south. That'd be cool. I think. Hey, I'm gonna jump off here too. I wish you peaceful. And you have a good night, Mr. Scott. You dream well, and enjoy your time with your grandma. Okay. Much love and peace. All right, April and Pokemok and anybody else around here still awake? Since everybody's dying down and not much chat is going on, I'm by myself. I've been on now for 3 hours and 46 minutes, so I think I'm gonna call it. You're very welcome. You're still here? Okay, cool. I know that you're hurting, hun, and you don't have to hang out if you don't want to. I gotta get my Nightbot to fix my piece. Oh, it works. My piece works. Up, April's got 8 subscribers. You should have come in as Lazy May. I know. I hope he gets to sleep too after. And it's not even one variety, it's 2 varieties. Yeah, April, you got 10 subscribers now. Good night, Pokemon. For sure, you will I will definitely be there. Now you better push over, or at least throw me the blanket, okay? Because I'm gonna watch this in the back seat of the in my seat. I'm going to be want to be comfortable. But anyway, now I got 6 people. I thought people were leaving. Now people are coming. Excuse me. Okay, you'll be fine. Or as Peanut would say, fine. You know, that back seat can sometimes get cold and the bumps on it. I don't know. Going down the highway. I'll take a nap. Anyway, you all, I got to get off because now I'm being like really silly and I'm sober, which means I must be tired, but I'm not ready for bed yet. uh, I hope you all have a great weekend. I wish you all the best. Please stay safe, and if you can help somebody out this weekend, do so. But most of all, make sure you take care of yourself first. Much love and peace, everybody. Good night.